But welcome to Terraria. I'm playing again with my beautiful, lovely house. And I have a friend, someone I know IRL this time. The person who wanted me to play Terraria in the first place, because they have like 10,000 hours in it. Or something.
1,000, but that's fine too.
A lot. Hell, I'm gonna increase your audio on stream. That's a lot. I mean, I don't think I've ever put in 1,000 hours in any game in my entire life.
I started playing in 1.2, and that was like 10 years ago.
That's...
I think I was like in 6th grade. Or no, I mean it was after that. But still, it was a while ago.
I don't think like I talk about Minecraft, and that's a game I've played since launch, basically, right? But I don't think I put 1,000 hours in Minecraft. I don't know. It's hard to gauge. How, like, for example, I was looking on Steam. The game I think I have the most hours in is the original Binding of Isaac, which has about 150 hours, which is not an excessive amount of time for a game like that, right? And that's after 15 years of playing that game.
Bro.
But with Minecraft, it's like that. There's no tracking that. I have no idea if there's like, it's probably a couple hundred. If I really think about it, it's probably a couple hundred.
I would be like, especially between different platforms of Minecraft. You know, like
What am I Xbox playing?
Well, maybe I don't know. Like I played a lot on Xbox or my old accounts or something. Like
I think I only ever had one Java account. Then eventually, like the free Bedrock account that I got, and that was it. I don't know if I ever had any of the. Okay, I had mobile. To be fair, I had like the phone one.
There you go.
Which I guess counts. I mean, I remember looking like... I remember when the iPod first came out, and the iPhone, like the touch iPod, along with the iPhone, and it was such a big deal, because that was like my first smart device. That was really early on, right? That's around the time I started getting into YouTube, getting into the internet. And I remember that's when I got big into Minecraft initially, and so I spent a lot of time looking up different, like, fake Minecraft apps on the fucking App Store. And there were a lot. They had some level of effort in it, but it was the most basic possible Minecraft you could imagine. Because at that time, Minecraft didn't have an app. That came later. And it was very... I had a lot of fun with a lot of those. They were terrible. They were horrible. But I remember really enjoying it. I don't know if you remember getting your smartphone or not.
I had an iPod. I remember because it was a big deal when I finally could like play mobile games. Also, I need you to know if I'm overstepping with this name of my character, by the way.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care. You could have named it like Shit Eater. I don't think I would have given a shit.
Well, I don't want to step on your toes, you know? Hello! Oh my gosh.
Hi, how's it going? Is there like... Can
I feel like I've seen this world.
This doesn't work. Okay, I was curious. I had it tested.
You can enable PvP, but...
Let's not.
Yeah.
I've heard from a lot of people this game is meant to be more fun with people. Not that it's not fun, but...
Well, of course it's fun. That's why it's on stream.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a fun joke to make, but it's the truth. I always rag on Pikmin 2, how it's not fun. As a joke... I'm not bringing it up to disparage it again. It's not Hate Pikmin 2 day. But... What the fuck did you... Oh, you just killed something.
Stink bug.
Someone I watched as a streamer was playing it, and they had the fucking most miserable time playing it on stream. They were having a fine time, but they're doing what I'm doing, 100%ing the game. And they're using save states. They're like cheating. And they're still like, this was not fun. And I was in chat being like, oh, not fun, huh? I wonder what that... I can't help myself.
No, I also find like commiserating with other people's misery.
Well, I was so happy because there's a lot of fans of that game, and there's a guy in the chat who's like telling her, oh, you do this, you do that, whatever. And I was like, no, she's on my side. She gets it. I don't even think the game is bad. It's just horribly tedious. Maybe that's bad. Okay. Maybe that
also,
is bad.
If you go in your inventory, we can join a team. That way we can see each other. So,
I can't see you though.
Yeah, you see like the little shields below the daggers.
Green gang.
What is it? Yeah.
Green gang.
See, look at this. There you go.
Everybody's favorite disease, gangrene.
Gangrene.
Yeah, it's important. Important as
So
these.
I'm here to be a help curate your experience because I have no idea what the new player experience is like besides what I've seen you do in the last
Dig and
couple days.
walk around.
So yeah, so I'm
Last time I
gonna
found this
follow
cool tree.
I'm gonna follow your flow on the game.
You have agency. I don't like. You don't have to be subservient to everything I do. You can willingly do stuff if you want to add things to the house, but like within measure.
Of course.
You want to craft a toilet and put it in all the rooms?
That's not a bad idea. That actually counts as a chair, so you can replace all your chairs with toilets.
That sounds like a horrible like. Imagine the only sitting place in your house is a fucking toilet. It's miserable.
I probably sit. That's probably the chair I sit on the second amount.
Got IBS or something? What's up? Can you talk about this?
I'm thinking. I got things to ponder. I got places to be.
Okay, this is gonna sound disgusting. I want to mention this. I've always been a little worried about spending too much time in the toilet because I heard, and I know it's technically true. Like your prostate can just fall out of your. Like you can get a prolapse if you just sit there for too long.
Well,
that's true. I'm not just making that to sound bad. Like that's a true thing that can happen.
Okay, like, maybe after like 50 years of prolonged sitting, maybe that would happen.
A couple hours.
I don't know, like.
Couple hours. If you sit on the toilet for like 2 hours, maybe it'll just fall out. Fall asleep on the toilet, even worse.
I don't think that would happen.
It can. It absolutely can.
I know you can get hemorrhoids, but that's not the same thing. Like that's like you get like pockets that fall.
No, I'm talking about
like,
a prolapse.
That's the whole thing.
I'm talking about a prolapsed anus.
No,
very different.
I think I get it. I'm just.
Hello. Well, sorry, this is a bad time to join
real.
stream. What, a prolapsed anus or getting it by sitting?
Getting it by sitting on the toilet. I don't think that's real.
That is absolutely true.
Ever happened.
I'm not speaking from experience or anything. I'm just saying, it's definitely true.
Just something you need to
it's
share.
Something I heard. Yeah, when I was 5, I sat on the toilet for 6 hours. I fell asleep. And then I woke up and I was fine. Nothing happened. I was really stupid as a kid, obviously, but I did a lot of like dumb stuff. My parents definitely laughed at me for. I guess a lot of people did, right? I don't want to say I was a bad kid, but it was weird stuff, like chugging mustard from the fridge.
I feel like that's bad kid material. I feel like that makes you a bad kid.
I think every kid is convinced that if they stick to the lie that they're telling, like 1,000%, they'll have to believe you. Like if you're just so fixed on the idea that what you're saying is the truth, and you stick to your story, that they have to believe you, right?
Right, like how the fact that your anus can prolapse if you sit on the toilet for 2 hours.
Chugging mustard is I like mustard. I do like mustard. It's like one of my favorite condiments. At the time, listen, I used to like want snacks in the middle of the night, and there wasn't many snacks, and I didn't want to like make a lot of noise or whatever. What the fuck? How do you already have like a fucking magical boomerang?
I just got this from the bat. That he just dropped this shroomerang.
Oh wow! I'm playing for like 6 hours. I get fucking shit all. You walk
got the zombie arm. What are you talking
gamer
about?
walks in fucking 3 minutes.
I just
threw
a
badass boomerang that glows in the dark. There's bias here. The devs are watching. They've seen you play this game. They're like, man, this guy deserves some shit. This other guy, though,
with red.
He keeps talking about Minecraft. He doesn't deserve our respect. But nothing wrong with chugging mustard. Chugging mustard was good. And nothing wrong with prolapsed anuses either. I mean, there is actually, but that's a different story.
Sounds uncomfortable.
Probably. But no, as a kid, you're convinced yourself that if you believe your lie to your soul, then your parents will somehow see that you're telling the truth, even though you're obviously lying. And your parents can see through you like fucking nobody's business. Obviously, right?
Yes.
But you don't realize that as a kid. Because I remember there was like, I think I must have eaten peanut butter out of the jar. Like I just went into the pantry, ate peanut butter with my fucking bare fingers. And then like, I think, well, like the reason that they noticed was because I fucking left a handprint on like a door with peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
It's like there's a very clear like, oh my god, I just fell real far. And it's dark and I can't see. There we go.
You have that shimmerang now, by the way. I handed it to you so you could look at it.
Oh, it's yours. You got it. I was.
No, I just wanted you to see it though. Like it's
balls. I was gonna say beating your dick. That didn't sound right.
No, I mean no.
Busting balls.
Can you save me? Actually, the skeleton's gonna kill me.
Yeah. Get in the hole. Yeah. I can't even leave the hole. There we go. But no, I left like a handprint of peanut butter on the door to the pantry, and it got me and my sister to be like, that's bad. That's a time when I actually was just lying, and I feel bad about it. Because I was like, I in my head I was like, I will just deny it, and you know, if no one says anything, what are they gonna get the fuck get out of here? I don't remember how or if we got trouble, but that was bad kid territory. Where's this fucker? I feel like I'm more honest now than I was as a kid.
I think that's probably true. I mean,
I feel bad about lying, even if it's a small lie. I really try not to these days if I can help it. Sometimes I think about lying first, then I'll correct myself. What a monster! I eat the peanut butter from the jar with a spoon. Dude, I've eaten like fucking spaghetti with my hands before. There's something wrong with me. You ate all of our lox? Oh, that's sad. You shouldn't do that. That's a bad idea. I'm not joking, by the way. I've eaten spaghetti with just my fingers. Or like rice, or like beans, or like something that you shouldn't eat without utensils. If you're just lazy and you just want to eat the food and you just want to shovel it in like a fucking monster, I've done that, and it sounds gross. Probably. But like,
I've been having to like change my perspective on this because I have some coworkers that have like rice curry dishes every day, and they'll just like eat it with their hands and then wash their hands after.
Okay, here's the difference. There are things that are meant to be eaten with your hands, and those aren't the meals I'm talking about.
But like, I don't know. It's like it looks incredibly messy.
What about barbecue?
And I'm like, I don't.
You get a big fucking barbecue slathered in sauce. Is that not messy?
Oh no, I mean that's like good messy.
Oh, so their food isn't good messy. Yeah. What a fucking American right here.
I might just be like a bigot or something. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, that's funny. It's just different foods. I have nothing wrong with eating with my hands. I don't like sticky food. Like I like barbecue and stuff, but no one wants to be fucking sticky. But the point is like, whenever I eat, I keep like a clean hand. So that like one hand is I can like use your phone or whatever, and the other hand gets dirty. And you wash it afterwards. I don't just like eat and then touch stuff with the gross, dingy spaghetti hands, whatever.
That's true.
Is anyone here eating popcorn without hands? No, I eat popcorn with chopsticks.
Not a bad idea.
No, it's not. I do that at work sometimes because I always have chopsticks. Because I eat ramen every day.
You're eating popcorn with chopsticks.
At work, absolutely. There's a popcorn machine at my work. Like a professional one. We get all the flavorings and stuff. I've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
So whenever someone, not me, I'm a moocher. I don't make the popcorn. I don't ever turn the popcorn machine on. Partly because I'm like, I know how it works, but I kind of don't know how it works. I don't want to like fuck it up. So I let everyone else do it instead. But I'll mooch and I'll eat the popcorn. But yeah, if I'm typing with my keyboard, I don't want to eat buttery popcorn. They just put like your chopsticks between your two fingers, and then even when you're using the mouse and keyboard, it's out of the way. But then when you need the popcorn, you reach over and grab some. It's a perfect system.
That's not bad. Not a bad idea.
Oh fuck! But I do have ramen every day for lunch. I will say my chopsticks went missing today. I don't know what happened to them. It's like I bought a pair of chopsticks specifically for work. What the fuck? Oh.
The giant Shelly got you. Run away.
I noticed. I'll be back down soon.
It's okay. You never gave me back the boomerang, so now I'm just defenseless down here all by myself.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I didn't even look at it. I forgot. I was just like doing my own thing. Ooh, broken. It's broken. By the way. It's not even good. But yes, I have eaten popcorn with my bare fingers. It's
Fingles.
And it's been very good. I love popcorn. Especially now that there's giant holes in my mouth, in my gums, that things stick into. They're very fun.
Do you still have to flush them out ever since you got your wisdom teeth?
My dentist never even told me to flush them out. He didn't give me like a little syringy thing. It's all healed. There's no pain, but there's still like little indents. I guess over time it'll slowly fill in with flesh.
Ugh.
You know, human meat goes into the sockets in my mouth. I know some people could offer some meat to fill the holes, but here's your boomerang. But they're still there, so like, it's a weird feeling to rinse. Oh shit! How do I like?
Right click.
Oh,
was that? There you go. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
But they'll go away eventually. Where you explain that such detail. I explain everything in detail. That's part of who I am. It actually is a part of who I am. I go into detail about everything. I'm very explicit. Not explicit, that sounds wrong. If I just see this over
explicit.
here. I am very explicit, but that's a different story. I use a lot of words to say what I say. I'm not a succinct person.
Nothing wrong with that, I think.
Nah, it's fine. There's just there's a level of paranoia, I think, about being misrepresented or there's nothing worse than someone believing something about you that isn't true. Or misinterpreting what you mean or what you say, you know what I mean? To me, that's the worst. It's the most frustrating thing.
That's fair. I also get very frustrated by that.
Yeah. Anyone would, right?
Yeah.
But I think I tend to overcompensate by over-explaining fucking everything because I'd rather say more than say less and them have to not get it.
Fucking everything. Yeah.
I do fuck everything.
Whoa.
That's what we're here for.
Oh, if it's fun, I mean.
Yeah, it's as long as it's nice and consensual.
Yeah.
Enthusiastic and all that, you know.
Enthusiastically consensual.
Beautiful. Don't blame everybody for fuck shit up. Like the King Gizzard song goes that I can never remember the name of.
Is it not called Fuck Shit Up?
No, it's
they have
not
a different song called
that
has that lyric. It's not called that.
Fuck Shit Up?
I don't know.
Do you know anything about
I have no
King
idea.
Gizzard and the Lizard? Does anybody know the band King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard?
I know they make a lot of music.
Yes, they put out like 3 albums a year or something.
So.
They never stop recording.
I think out of all the bands I listen to recreationally, I think there's been like 3 albums in the last 4 years.
No, like that's fair. That's an unusual amount for any band.
Platinum.
Platinum is my favorite element. And King Gizzard. I love King Gizzard. I like King Gizzard a lot, but I do not listen to every one of their albums, because I fucking can't. Here's the thing. Some people listen to, like, a new album comes out and they listen to it every day for a month. I can't do that. Some people listen to new albums from their new artists constantly. I don't either. I don't even listen to that much new music. It takes me a while to get into even my favorite band's new albums. For some reason. I don't even know why I'm digging over here. I just wanted to see what was over here. I thought I saw something.
I'm just vibing with you.
I don't know where we're going. A mega torch. Also, do you have
there's ore down here?
There's ore. If you want to make a bigger pickaxe, I think there's enough ore up top to do so.
Yeah, I've got some. I haven't gone back up yet because I haven't died. So.
Oh, there is stuff down here. But I highly suggest King Gizzard. What was that? What artist? Something mysterious happened? There was a thing. I didn't see it. Maybe. See, now I'm like, did something happen to my room? See, if I'm not looking at my camera, maybe there's just a guy peeked in the background.
It's me. I'm in your window.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm staring at you.
You said a new artist? Oh shit, a new artist? Sorry, artist. That's a problem. It's like whenever someone says the word fun and my ears perk up. Watch out, behind you. Oh, he's stuck.
He's stupid. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, I am too. There's no reason to be so rude.
Nah. Well, you know. I think you'll be able to
an old artist. You having a name that's like a phrase or like a... Oh, fuck you. Get out of here. It's sometimes inconvenient. Especially it's a common one that people often say because everyone else gets the reference. I still like your name, artist, by the way. I know you think about changing it sometimes. I think it's cool. What is this? It's gone.
Chest. I just picked it up. Chest statue. Oh, you got a rain song?
I do. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You can actually play.
I got all these cool wands. Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I was spent like fucking 10, 20 minutes here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I can't mess with that again. That's gonna be too much. You've almost eaten my lava cake. I want a fucking lava cake. I was really tempted to like go out and buy food today, but today's supposed to be like the economic blackout day. You're not supposed to spend money today. So I was like, okay, so I won't spend. How did this torch get here?
I placed that torch.
Did you cover up the hole?
No, you can place stuff.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
walls,
if someone was here. It's Terraria's version of Herobrine. But now I want a lava cake. I was like, I really wanted food. That wasn't the food I wanted to make. Today I just made like whole grain rice in tuna in a bowl. With mayo and sriracha, you know, like a tuna bowl basically, but I could have had like food made by somebody else. That's even better. I don't know. I don't need to dig. I was gonna dig through the. Dude, that's Doom. It's very Doom. Lava cakes, great, man. I think I have a fondness for lava cakes. My dad used to be a Chili's guy. Just name restaurants my parents had. Whoa, my God! I didn't. We're connecting fucking threads here. My dad worked in the food industry, so name various restaurants, and I have some connection to it. And obviously, Chili's is known for their lava, like their moltens, you know, as desserts. And we always had one. I haven't had one in a long time. Good luck digging straight down.
I'll be fine.
Freddy Fazbear was there. What, Freddy Fazbear? That guy? I don't need to do the rest of the song. I just gotta do those 2 notes. It's fine.
No, I think you got the. I think that was perfect, actually. Did you voice act for him?
No. Not yet.
Oh, man, sounds like it.
They'll want me one day. They'll know. You got too much brand recognition. That's true, artist. That's the problem with sticking to a name. Like, if you make a dumb username really early on, then you're stuck with that name forever. Because you can't change it easily without losing a lot of people who are like, I don't know who this is. That's why I was very happy to choose my username. For years, I spent a long time looking for a username that I thought would be nice. My old username was linkoftime200. And I didn't like that even when I made it.
Yeah, that's a lot worse than fun. And if it's not fun. If it's not fun, it's very good.
Perfect. To me, anyways, I thought it was like a fucking... when I had the bolt of brilliance, like a bolt from the blue, it's time for the Reaper review, I was like, this is amazing. It's genius. Not even it's not even a name I came up with, but I was just, you know, or it's not even a phrase I invented. It was someone else said the thing, and I was like, that would be a great username.
But I think that makes it even better because there's like an end reference in it as well. Like
yes.
And it's a relevant one.
It was incredible. I pulled up because I wanted to look at the E3 that they announced the first Pokemon game for the Switch yesterday. I pulled up that E3 video. And by fucking sheer coincidence, I was like scrolling through, and the first place I scrolled through and let it play was the exact moment where Reggie says, "If it's not fun, why bother?"
Wow.
It was fucking impeccable. I was like, what the? I was like a fucking Matrix moment. I was like, am I in a fucking simulation? What's going on? It was incredible. It was wonderful. But no, usernames are tricky. And I was never satisfied with my other one. There's even an old logo that I had made for my YouTube channel when I first made it. With my old username. That's utter garbage. And I think I definitely like took inspiration from other people with names and stuff, whatever. It might have been like Minecraft or something where I was like, okay, I have to choose a name. And I didn't have any good ideas for it, so I just stuck with what I had. And so many people started like that way, or they used like the Xbox automatic username generator.
I got pretty good at like recognizing when someone kept their name from like the Xbox generator because it was always like there was a format to them.
It's like 2 words put together.
Right, like noun, and then like 3 digits. Or
well, that's why, if anyone's familiar with the Yogscast, Livid Coffee is Duncan's username, or classically. That comes from Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
I did know that, because I'm a fucking fan. I think it's funny when I change my username in the game, so they can tell me I was Croissant. Yeah, I did recognize your profile. I didn't recognize your name. Or I'm not good with names. I'll be like, I probably know this person. I just don't remember exactly what they were called. Oh, that's where I died before. Okay. See, now everything connects.
You can go down
a much more reasonable
my
platform.
hole.
Yeah, I know. Much more efficient than mine.
So you learn a thing or two when you've played for a while.
Yeah, but it doesn't look as nice. Actually, it probably does look better than mine. It looks slick. You know what? This world, everybody these days is all about the slickness of their UI. Fuck that. We want it to be clunky and shitty. I don't want it to be slick. I want it to be, like, tactile and cool. You didn't even finish the platform. It doesn't even go all the way down.
Well, I got distracted. I was trying to do something else.
User interface schluck. Can't believe it. That's exactly what people do these days. See, if I wanted it, I would have a platform on every single block all the way down.
But then it would take so long to fall down.
Well, just hold that down button.
Oh, but that takes so long.
Then do your platform, and the right side is the falling side, and the left side is the slow side.
That's not a bad idea. We can do that.
It's a terrible idea. Don't listen to anything I have to say.
Nah, got good ideas.
Someone was like, "Oh, you should use ropes," and I was like, "You know, you're right. I might not do that."
You're right. I'm not gonna do it though. So.
I almost take offense when people give me advice, even if it's correct. I'm like, you know what? I'm a spiteful. Okay, it depends. I can be very spiteful. Sometimes I'll do things that are objectively not wrong to prove a point, which is not a good way of living life.
There's a like a phenomenon of like, it's like a good idea and it's like probably the right thing to do, but because someone else suggested it, you don't want to do it anymore.
Well, it depends. It does depend on the person. There's some people who I just have biases against, and they say something. It's like, I don't want this guy to be proven right. A little bit. Like, I'm already inherently against whatever they have to say because of the way they say it, and that's a little harsh.
Yeah.
Well, some people are just... Oh, I can't do that. Some people are just rude. And sometimes it's not their fault. They're just very blunt people, but it's like, God, that sucks. Do better.
Yeah.
Okay, so was there anything on the left?
I found this. You should take that.
What? Can I take it?
I gave you a life crystal.
You don't want it?
Nah, you can have it.
I mean, I got 2 already.
Oh, take it.
I got 3 now. Find this random cat pic and thought it was funny. So you put womp womp with it. That's a clever way of doing a username. That's how everything works. That's the cornerstone of the internet. Cat photos with dialogue under it. That's like as classic as you can be.
That's true. That's like...
Oh, my cat, just a random cat. Yeah, no, fair enough. I don't have a cat. It's tragic. There are stray cats that I keep seeing outside my porch. And they'll yell at each other. I don't know if they're actually related or if they're just like friends or if they don't like each other.
Cats are fun.
Someone who has 2 cats would say that.
Well, my cats don't get along, which is not very fun. But
yet.
Not yet.
I want a talking cat like in Monster Hunter. Everybody fucking is playing... I've never played Monster Hunter. I might like it. So I'm about to rage against Monster Hunter for some reason, which is probably a fine, lovely game. But everything I've seen about it, I just have never watched people play it and enjoyed. Well, I don't know why. It just doesn't seem fun to me.
Someone bought me Monster Hunter World, and I did not enjoy it. But was there like a new one that came out just now? Is that why people are talking about it?
Like every single person on my following list on Twitch was playing Monster Hunter today.
Yeah,
it was like over 1 million concurrent people on Steam. It was like the biggest launch for Capcom ever.
Oh my gosh.
People like Monster Hunter. And I don't know if it's a game where I think... There are games where you watch people play and it's like, this doesn't look fun in the fucking slightest. And then you play it and it's like, you know what? I get it now. I almost wonder if I'd like it more. But I don't feel... I feel like it doesn't appeal to me. I guess
is that how you felt about Terraria too, before you started playing? Or?
I mean, I kind of knew that I would like it, but I also, for some reason, just didn't find it interesting to watch. And maybe I'll look online for some junk jack footage. It is a very similar game to this, except instead of these little squares, it has giant square blocks. But other than that, it's a very similar game to this.
It's like a different font of the same game. A different font. It's just bigger.
It's classic JRPG type games. Monster Hunter is a classic JRPG. Really? I've never gotten that vibe. All right, can you dig like? Oh fuck! I was gonna say, can you dig the left tile and dig the right tile?
Maybe we shouldn't dig it down any further.
Why not? You don't like spiders?
No, I like spiders.
I don't. Like, so you know what? But I'm all about facing. I'm a psychopath. I'm not, but I like facing my fears. I will say I go exploring and I go off the beaten path when I go walking in the woods. God, I sound like Shia LaBeouf, or rather the guy from Shia LaBeouf who finds him in the woods. I go walking in the woods often, and the thing that makes me go back is often just a giant spider web or something, and then I'm like, okay, I'm now too far off the beaten path, where there's spider webs right in the middle, and I get really paranoid that I'm gonna get a big spider on my back, which is silly. I said retract it. He said he hated Pokemon before trying it too. Well, here's the thing. I'm just a liar.
Wow.
I'm just a liar. I decry Pokemon a lot, but I still like engage with it a lot. I don't know how I feel about Pokemon. There are aspects of it that I don't enjoy.
What's your thesis on if Pokemon is fun or not?
It can be fun in some aspects and not fun in others. I mean, Pokemon was probably one of my very first games that was like actual RPG stuff. It was that in Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
Which is a great game.
Thinking about actual legitimate RPGs that I played as a kid, those might have been it. Don't know if we have a guest. We do have a guest.
Hello.
Help me along. Which means tune out. It'll be 30% less funny. That's not true. It'll probably be like 1,000% more. 10% more interesting.
I mean, I can always just mute my microphone. So
I like to think that my friends are funny. Somewhat. I don't know, like, well, we have a group of two people. There's always someone who's the straight man and someone who's like the comedy, right? That's the typical standard comedy duo since the 20s, with like a Laurel and Hardy.
Do we need to have like assigned roles, or are we like trading back and forth?
I think it just happens naturally. It might go back and forth. Well, I think again, I talk about the Aux House a lot because they were a channel I watched a lot as a kid and still do. They were very big and important. And back in the day, they did. I mean, it wasn't even before like the watching videos. It was like they had a podcast. I'm a big podcast guy sometimes. Called the Yog Pod. It's classic, very influential to me. And at the time, you had Simon was like the fucking wacky one, and Lewis was the straight man.
True.
And that's very much changed, and now they're both fucking psychopathic. But I actually think Lewis might be more out there than Simon is, or Simon's kind of grounded. Which is like, what happened to these guys in like 15 years difference?
Is that true? I don't know if I've heard these two men speak in probably 5 years.
I think that, okay, sorry, I'm tabbing out very quickly to pull up their channel very quickly to see if there's a video they posted today that I haven't even watched yet. It's so weird if you tab out of Terraria, the music stops, but the video, but the sound effects keep going. Like if you click out of it.
Really?
Yes. I can hear your sound effects.
Oh.
Oh yeah, they put out an hour and 19 video today on the main channel, which is just Lewis and Simon talking about weird news. If you want to watch a video from them, watch that one.
Weird
I haven't even
news.
watched it yet, but I know I'm going to like it, because those are videos of theirs, that series they did. I watch them over and over again if I just need something to put on. It's just them being like, you know, here's some news item. Lady marries the Eiffel Tower. Shit like that, and then they just go fucking wild about it and shitpost. I love it. It's no video game stuff. It's just that 150% funnier.
That's fun.
If it's 150% funnier, if something is 100% funnier, does that mean double, or does that mean it's as funny as it normally is?
Thank you, Luis. See, Luis is on my back.
No. Look, that's very kind. Whatever. But like, whatever. Compliment. Who cares?
Whatever. No one cares about you.
Yeah, no.
This is your fucking channel.
If it's 100% more popular or more funnier, is that double, or is that the same as it is normally? Like if I say to you, you're 100% more handsome today, what does that mean?
That means I'm twice as handsome.
Okay, so if you're saying it's 150% funnier, that is double plus 50%.
Yeah.
That means you're adding 150 to what is normally, like, this is now 250 when it's normally 100. You're adding 150 to this. I'm gonna drown, because I can't see.
I placed some platforms.
Still gonna drown. Where the fuck am I?
No, you...
I'm actively drowning. I'm actively drowning.
Jump up. I'm making the hole wider. Come on. No, get back up here. Dude, no.
I don't know where I am. There's no fucking...
Jump up.
I'm jumping.
Jump
what do you think I'm doing?
Jump to your right a little bit. No, come on.
I'm dead. I'll be back down. Dude,
I don't have any torches. I'm just blind.
Do you want your name to be here? I sometimes don't always want to say people's real names on stream because I don't know if they want to be fucking doxxed.
I don't care.
Up to you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew. I've played this game for 1,000 hours. I've played since 1.2. There you go. That's
like
the synopsis of my ethos.
Version. I don't. I'd be like, I played Minecraft since beta, I guess.
You don't remember the version of Minecraft you started playing?
No, I don't. Not at all. Not the slightest.
I was 1.4.7. I remember like the sub version. Like,
you call me a nerd for knowing random stuff. You know the fucking version of Minecraft you started playing when it first came out.
Yeah, it's relevant to me though. Like I'm like that's me lore. You know, that's stuff about me. Maybe I'm just a horribly narcissistic.
I asked my mom to buy it for me with a credit card. I gave her the cash, and then I spent like 5 hours trying to install not enough items on a computer I didn't have admin access to. That's when I started learning how to use Windows computers properly. And I was so proud when I did it, and I didn't know how to tell my mom. I used to tell my mom about games. I don't think she ever cared. I eventually stopped because I knew she didn't care. But she was always very like mom about it and be like, oh, that's awesome. That's nice.
I have a distinct memory of me explaining how chakra works in Naruto to my mother. And that's when I realized that I was like, man, I need to find someone else to talk to about this.
I love talking to my mom, though. My mom never is tired of that. Like, I can talk to my mom forever.
My mother is a wonderful, wonderful lady.
I agree. I don't know. I don't know about your mom. She might be a fucking wench, but my mom is awesome. Your mom's probably...
Nah, actually, I think your mom might be horrible, actually, now that I think about it.
You never know. We played a lot. Got a kick to play again. Trying the Switch version. I wonder how this game plays on a console. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always thought it would be awful not using a mouse and keyboard.
Some games feel very mouse-centric. God, we really fucking went in a tangent trying to get back here. It's like, where the fuck?
Like, I knew people whose predominant version of playing this game was the mobile, and I was like, that seems so crazy to me.
It seems inefficient, but like, I can see conceivably, you can get good controls in any capacity, in any way, but like, wall creepers, they don't call them spiders.
No, well, spiders is too, like, too generic, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Wall creepers.
Boring. Did you ever get your computer hacked? Did you ever fuck around with your computer? Oh, Jesus, I got hiccups. As a kid. And get it like, wow, yeah, that's why you don't build one single fucking platforms. That's why you build a couple. That way you're safe.
I couldn't tell what I was doing. I was trying to place as many as I could.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
You're rigging the match. Someone paid you. One of my competitors.
Yeah, I'm trying to sabotage
loyal competitors. You. I don't know why they'd be loyal. That doesn't make any sense. They're very dedicated to being against me. But okay, stop. Here, let me put down the torch. There we go.
I did not do anything. You broke that torch.
Oh, the light was because you kept opening and putting away. I see. I understand.
Yeah, I was doing.
Sorry, I got very aggressive there. The console, you really missed the mouse, but tried 4 stars for effort. Well, I feel like on mobile you can get precise controls, but it's not one-to-one. I mean, mouse isn't intuitive for someone who hasn't used a mouse before. Have you ever watched videos of people back in the day first using computers? Classic educational videos and such. It's so... Like, you take for granted how much you know about a computer, and especially these days with kids who don't know how to use computers or file systems in the slightest.
Yeah.
They don't. Kids, like, we're getting to a point where now the knowledge is actually getting worse. It used to be just on the rise, right? Kids are more technology capable. But we're making technology easier and easier to use and understand and more intuitive in a case of smartphones, to where you don't have to know. So people who have to use, like, a real computer for the first time, they're actually struggling. Or, like, a real computer.
I've seen plenty of people just assume that screens were like touch screens, you know, especially like younger kids. They just like will walk up to a screen and try to touch it, you know.
Which is fair. Oh, it's so quick.
I mean, if that's what you grew up with, then
it's a little sad, but you know, it's. Hey, you need a better pick, man.
Well, I haven't like gotten a chance to go back up.
Yeah,
yet,
yeah,
so.
you haven't died yet twice. No wonder I'm the noob. Of course I've died twice. It just makes sense. That's logically coherent.
Well, you know, that's why I gave you the hearts. You know.
Thank you.
No.
You're not even joking. Oh my god, you're not even joking. You do. I mean, you do literally have 1,000 hours in this game. I would expect you to be a little better.
We're also on normal mode, so it's like baby mode.
I see. Yeah, you probably go fucking hardcore. No, but when people didn't know how to use computers back in the day, did you ever get your computer hacked? Or did you ever like put a virus in your computer?
I like would have like unintentionally installed malware, but I don't think I've ever like been hacked like where I lost control or I had
there was a time where I definitely got like ransomware on my PC. On my shared
that's incredible.
PC, one my sister used. I was freaking out because it's like, you know, obviously you can't log in or anything, and there's this giant message on the screen saying you have to give money now or we're gonna like put police involved. I don't even know what it said. But as a kid, it's like the fucking most terrifying thing. And I think my dad must have like reset the PC or something. He probably knew how to deal with it. My dad was always into computers. But I definitely, absolutely, you know, that's how I was games and stuff. Like trying to mod Minecraft on my own was how I learned how to use the computer properly.
That's actually insane. I've never even seen someone like that's like legit ransomware. Like.
Yes, actual legitimate ransomware. Why? Funnily enough,
crazy.
In Texas, I don't know if it's just Texas or the school system I was in. They used Mac for everything. We had like tons of like, you know, the big like chunky 2000s, like rounded edges, Macs.
Yeah, sure, yes.
They're all roundy and strange. Those were all of the PCs in our school. Wow, thanks.
Sounds like some bougie school. Got some like fancy MacBooks.
I guess I don't know. Elementary school? It was one of the most diverse schools I went to, and people, I was like, there was spiked up shirts wearing a tap out shirt. It's not like we had uniforms or anything. But it was good school regardless. But yeah, so I don't know when I made this. That might have been maybe it was that time when I was learning how to use Windows instead. But I only remember Windows. I don't even remember like. I feel Jesus, all my time as a child is gone.
All your time
tears and rain, the memories have faded away. Because you think I would remember more. Because now if I use Mac, I don't like it. I just don't. I think it's... There's little nitty-bitty things that irritate me about it. Because I'm used to Windows.
I don't think I ever really used a MacBook before I started working.
Or just a Mac.
I have a
not
Mac
a
for work.
A MacBook is like a laptop.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Playing Terraria for years, I'm really enjoying Journey mode, since you can make it as hard as easy as you like. Exploring classic and fight bosses on Master. Interesting. Again, I don't know. Again, you say that, and I'm just nodding. I'm like, that makes sense.
It was like Terraria's way of doing like a creative mode, basically. Like you can like register items and then infinitely duplicate them. Sorry, what?
Is it just like having cheats on, kind of? Where you can,
yeah, pretty much. You can like change multipliers, like spawn rates, and like health and stuff.
I don't think you ever played this game. Actually, I don't know. Did Markiplier ever play this game?
I feel like surely Mark has played this.
I was not like I watched some of Markiplier, but I was never the guy who watched everything he did ever, and still don't. I can respect them for various things, but I've never seen this series of his. But I know famously a big series of his was him playing drunk Minecraft with his friends. I guess he was not a Terraria fan. I guess I don't know. Who would be? I mean.
Yeah, I agree with you, Luis. This when they started doing Journey mode, I have a Journey mode character and I got it like all the way like set it up with everyone, like all the items and everything, but I don't think I really play him anymore. Usually every time I play, I'm like starting a new character with people like just now.
I want to say something. I can't believe now that you've joined, my chat is ignoring me and sending messages to you directly. That's so tragic.
I've hijacked it.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
you read the message, and he felt like he needed to go out of his way to be like, actually, that wasn't for you.
That's so funny.
That was for the other guy.
That's tragic. I'm being usurped. This is the stupidest way of doing things, but I'm going to do it. I'm the most scuffed way possible.
No, like when I was watching you build your house the first day, I had such a huge smile on my face. I was just like, this is bringing me back.
Do you even remember playing this game for the first time?
Yeah, I still have my first world and everything.
Do you?
I have everything.
Wow, you were like, oh, you should delete your Pokemon save yesterday, and you have your first fucking Terraria world.
Well, I'm allowed to have more than one Terraria world. If I wasn't allowed to, I would definitely have deleted it.
Alright, whatever. It's still heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking. I remember like one time I had a Heart Gold playthrough that I like completely beat, and I deleted it, and for like the next day I felt so regretful. I didn't even like start a new playthrough. I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. I'm fine.
I am fine with it now. After I did it, I was like, it's over and done with. But it was just weirdly emblematic of a very specific period of time in my life. I guess we keep digging. I wanted one straight hole from the top to the bottom.
Well, we'll have to like dedicate.
That just hasn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that later on because that just didn't happen.
Maybe when we have better pickaxes, like.
I hate you, lizard. Die.
I think we have enough gems to make grappling hooks now too.
I don't know what that means.
Which would make a big deal.
Here's the thing. I don't know what items are useful or not useful. I guess that's where you'll come in, with focus. But it's the kind of thing where it's like I don't even know what to make. I get listed a thing and I just gotta try out random stuff. You already know what every item does, right? So you kind of have an idea of what you should and shouldn't focus on when you play this game.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean,
which is usually,
like you see this cave right here. You see all this like topaz in this cave?
Yeah, I just think that
there's
looks
like a bunch of this gem. So this, you get like 15 of a gemstone, and you can make a grappling hook out of it. And a grappling hook is a huge deal because it lets you have so much more mobility and movement and everything. So it's really good to collect gems early on.
Oh. Yeah, you're playing by the meta. What if I don't want to do that? What if there's better ways that I learn? What if I come up with I come up with a brand new unique stat that no one's ever heard of because they always do the meta?
Well, that's what I'm here to I'm here to observe and let you like your creative juices flow.
You know, if I don't look up speedruns, then I'll come up with my own speedrun and it's gonna be like 1,000% better.
Do it.
Like the Boba skip from Metal Gear.
I believe you could do it.
You heard about that, right?
About who?
The Boba skip for Metal Gear.
No.
What? That was another Access member, but it was a big deal in the Metal Gear because someone found a skip to cut off like minutes and minutes and minutes of time for this game that they haven't cut off in years and years and years. Like they thought it was pretty well done, and this one random person, their first time playing Metal Gear, ever on stream, first time they ever played this game, found this incredible skip by accident.
That is quite a coincidence. And
it's very good. And then
Luis, I think we should make him a summoner.
Hook and mirror game
right.
changes. Let's make him a summoner.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Math? That's a good nickname. Fucking nerd.
Math. Got all sorts of names.
This is a strange... You know what? This is a strange thing. I'm going to mention this. Okay, there's a... Do you ever have like a confluence of multiple different topics that are all related in your brain and you don't know what to start with? Or is that just me?
Yes, but I need an example. So what are you thinking?
Well, I guess it all started. It all started... There was a video someone was doing, like, you know, various YouTubers, whatever, like, a mini game show this guy has running about recognize these game songs. What is the name of the game? And then what is the song title? Who are the characters in this song is about? You know, various questions and, you know, watching people do their best. It's fun. If you like video game music, you can see how people do and not do things well. You can play along, whatever. They played a song I didn't recognize. Weirdly enough, I recognized the composer. But I did not recognize the song. Because this composer is an indie composer. He has such a very specific style that I was like, I immediately recognized certain things about it. And I liked the song a lot. I was like, this is great. This is awesome. Which would be funny, because if I was playing I actually got the composer correct, 100%. And it was a song from Power Rangers, Rita's Rewind, which is a new game that just came out. It's like a beat 'em up, you know, a classic beat 'em up.
Rewind.
Yeah, you know Rita Repulsa from Power Rangers?
I don't think I know Rita Repulsa.
Do you know anything about Power Rangers?
No.
I was gonna.
I know it's like a Japanese show that kind of became popular.
What's an American show?
What?
It is the most American show you've ever seen. It was, yes. They basically an American brand basically kind of bought footage from a Japanese show and overdubbed it and cut and refilmed new scenes when they weren't in the costumes with American actors doing American things.
Really?
Yes. And I'm bringing it up for the reason is because I was like, I don't know anything about Power Rangers, but I know I watched it as a kid. There was a Halloween costume I did where I was the Blue Ranger. I have a picture of it. So clearly, as a child, I definitely watched it. And I think I remember maybe once in my life watching it. But I remember like shit about it. But I clearly was a fan. So I don't know why, but like if you go on YouTube, like the Power Rangers YouTube channel, because every single show in existence and entity has a YouTube channel, they have the first season. I was like, you know, I'm at work. I'm just doing stuff. I'll put on episode 1 of Power Rangers from the 90s in the background. It is the stupidest, schlockiest, comedically dumb 90s. It is very funny. Whether it's intentionally or unintentionally funny, it's some of the... I actually think if you do a movie night, it's like 20 minutes per episode, right? So it's like that level of short.
That's totally worth it.
We need to watch an episode.
Is this the same Power Rangers where they're like weirdly like colored by race too? Like,
yes.
Okay,
the Black Ranger.
Okay.
You have the Yellow Ranger, which is an Asian lady.
Yeah.
And then you have the Pink Ranger, which is the Valley Girl.
The White Ranger too. There was the white one.
Not in this.
The green one.
Not in this one.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they come later. Well, then the Red Ranger is like the lead, who's just the jock who's like does weightlifting and teaches a karate class, and then there's the bumbling nerd who's the Blue Ranger, who's like wearing suspenders and glasses. Other than that, he looks like the Red Ranger. He's like still really big and kind of strong looking, but he's like he can't like fight at all, and just like he uses words like salutations and shit like that. Affirmative. It's like, dude, even nerds didn't talk like that back in the day. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. Is it no Power Rangers? Its ratings drop. It is. I'm not even joking. I was fucking. It's so funny, and it's very formulaic. They start off, and again, the reason that this triggered because the song I was listening was from Rita's Revenge. It was from the show. This guy remixed a version of a song from the show, the song of which is a comedic song from two characters who aren't the Power Rangers. Bomb, lamp oil, rope. So it's very formulaic. The show starts, they're in the fucking school that they work at, because they're like teenagers. Oh yeah, the guy that starts like, yeah, the Earth's in danger. Find me some teenagers with attitude, and that's where the Power Rangers come in.
He says that verbatim?
Yes.
Teenagers with attitude.
Some of the lines in this are so fucking funny, it is unbelievable.
That is incredible.
Where I'm like, I think I might watch the whole first season of this. It went by really quick. You don't have to focus on it because it's not really anything that deep happening. So I was like, I'm just working. I can just put this on in the background. But no, Sorry, go on.
My boss can like see my screen as I'm like when I'm at my desk. So imagine I'm just like sitting at my second monitor and they have just the Power Rangers blasting on the other
Anything I
screen.
watch at work, I know they're fine with me watching stuff at work. I don't think they care. People put like full anime on their other monitors. But
Right.
I do like the pop-out window for anything I'm watching and make it real small in the corner.
I do that for if I have a like Spotify up, then I'll have it like in the tray on the bottom where I can still see like what's playing and everything.
That's basically what I do.
Blends.
I don't need to be active watching it, but I'll do that.
Right.
It was the 90s. I know it was the 90s. I was born in 2000, so I don't know about the 90s technically. But there was a lot of crossover when I was a very young boy, where I remember a lot of things that were stereotypically late 90s stuff. Because you don't just move. I talk about this a lot, but you don't just like swap. Oh, it's the 2000s, everything's new, you get rid of all your old shit, you stop listening to the music you were listening to. No, a lot of that stuff carries over for a couple of years. Of course.
Oh no, oh no.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
I couldn't jump up high enough because of the water.
That's why you don't use bombs.
No, it would have been fine if I just wasn't
You left me here all alone. It's tragic. Your boss is in his 40s and he was shed a tear seeing Power Rangers? Well, again, I did watch it as a kid. Evidently, I just don't remember it. I watched, like, Teletubbies and stuff. A lot of the stuff from when I was a little kid, it's all gone. And I don't know why. But no, like, it's so formulaic that you start in school, and then some, like, bullies come in to make fun of them. But the gag is the bullies are stupid and very, like, fucking bad at everything. So they just make a fool of themselves. And the Power Rangers who are pretending to not be Power Rangers are like, haha, you got pie in your face. You're in the trash. You're the one in the trash can by not doing anything. Because, you know, the bullies want to, like, prove that they're better and they fucking make a fool of themselves. It's first of all, they're like full-grown adults. They're like, they're not even like kind of young looking. They're so old looking, these two high school bullies. They're called Bulk and Skull.
Oh, I do remember those guys because they were the kind of like the Dumb and Dumber.
Yes,
like
there's a big one. There's a big tubby guy,
like,
and then there's a skeleton guy who's called Skull. And the big guy is the leader, and Skull is like the crony that like laughs at everything he says.
It reminds me of like the super like the high school high. What's the super
Sky High?
There was Sky High. There was those two characters in that too that were like the same exact characters.
But they're like the worst. I actually feel bad for them a little bit because they're like the worst bullies. And I guess they're trying to bully people, so they fair enough they get to do recompense or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like they actually just get like only bad stuff happen to them. You almost feel bad. It's like they're too stupid to realize that they can't do this. And they try every time. But that's the music. It's the funniest, stupidest music. It's ultimate like
that composer
music.
is their music.
He remixed the music for the game. Because the game is based around like this stuff and these characters. I love them. But no, it starts with that, and then something happens. Rita Repulsa's like, I'm going to cause pollution to destroy the world and trap them or whatever. And also, usually in the school part, they'll make a one-off joke about someone not being a good friend or whatever, or they'll be like, she's afraid of heights because she can't climb this rope. And that'll come back later in the episode where she has to like climb some rocks because she's afraid of heights.
Character development.
Exactly. And they'll work that in somehow as like a moral lesson. Then they'll fight, they'll learn the power of teamwork, there'll be a very, very schlocky action sequence, which is very comedic and funny. Then they'll be like, haha, you did it. It's actually kind of incredible. I feel like I wish I remembered this stuff. And I don't know if I'm liking it for the right reasons, but it is very funny. God, you're old.
Here's this, by the way. Yeah, I got you a hook.
What?
I just handed you a sapphire hook.
I gotta put away my wand.
You can actually equip it and then have a hotkey for it. I think default is E.
Eh? Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
See,
that changes everything.
Oh yeah.
See, I wouldn't have gotten that for like 20 streams if you didn't tell me that this thing was here.
Oh, it's a very big deal.
You'd think I would be like, what is a hook? That doesn't sound interesting to me. That doesn't sound useful. That sounds like a tripwire hook, and I just wouldn't build it. I would be like, I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna build one.
Very good. You pretty much like use it the entire game, or you like better versions of it and everything.
How fascinating! They really came around on Power Rangers in space. I heard that's one thing I've heard about the bullies, that apparently they become like good characters with a good character development. Somehow. Oh, but I just like their music so much. I added it to my soundboard. Whenever wacky hijinks happen, I can play the music at any time. It'd be just perfect. I actually have it here. Let me play it. You can't hear it, but everyone else can.
It's fine. I don't need to hear it.
It's so fucking funny. Our cheap viewers on streamboot.com. Remove the space band. I love this music. And the remix is great. Beautiful. Alright, that's enough. I love it. I love it so much. It's great art. It's wonderful. It's wonderful hijinks music. Something stupid is happening. This would be great if you have like two friends arguing, and I play this music in the background.
Did you ever see the mom is yelling at the other brother, and the other brother
the guy comes over SpongeBob? Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's what it's reminding me of. Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a house up here too. Have you ever seen one of these yet? I don't know if you've encountered one of these.
Are you asking me if I've ever fucking seen a house? No, I haven't. I live in the fucking streets.
Have you ever seen a house before?
No, I haven't. I don't know what that is. Actually, no. I thought I would. I think I knew that these things were here, but I've never seen one because I haven't come across one yet for some reason.
Yeah.
Free chandelier. Oh, I got real dizzy for a second. I was like really tired. I was like super dizzy before I got here. I don't know why. I think I just didn't get enough sleep or something. What did I get? Rash Band of Regeneration. Slowly regenerates life.
Plus 2% movements or melee speed too.
Probably means I shouldn't have fucking streamed today, but you know, I'm fine. I'm fine now, but for like half a second I got like a wave of dizziness. It's probably lack of sleep. A house in this economy, I don't expect we'll ever get one.
That's well, kind of real.
It's especially not my dream house, which I should actually like properly blueprint it out because I know exactly in my head what it looks like. I could 3D model it if I really wanted to. Then at least I could have it in game.
I do like base building in video games. Maybe I'll just like live vicariously through my Sims character
play
or
House
something.
Flipper instead and do that.
I could do that.
House in this economy, yeah. You know, the other song I was for some reason, it was in this morning. I was listening to the audiobook for Fellowship of the Ring. I read the book not too long ago, but I was reading it and listening to the audiobook at the same time.
Is that Any Circus? Any Circus doing that one?
That's not that one. There's two. You can get the Any Circus or the original. I wanted the original for a couple reasons, but also just because he does a good job and he's a classic, well-known one.
Yeah.
Any Circus apparently does a great job. I mentioned it in the other stream the other day before on stream, where obviously he does superb Gollum parts because he's doing the voice.
But he is Gollum, so yeah.
Yes. But this is like an old British man doing like different regional accents to a lot of the characters. Very cool. You know, if you ever hear footage of J.R.R. Tolkien himself, which there's footage, there's recordings of him, even reading parts of the books. And like it very fits. But it's him singing fucking Tom Bomb. I don't know if have you ever read Fellowship of the Ring? Have you actually ever read Lord of the Rings? Have you ever read a book?
I've watched it.
Well, do you know who Tom Bombadil is?
Not off the top of my head.
That's why I'm bringing this up, because there are people who have not... I brought this the other day, and an artist was like, well, you know, people probably know Tom Bombadil. I've never read the books. Most people don't know who fucking Tom Bombadil... He's a character. He's a whole character, and there's a whole section of these books that is not in the movies. About a wacky guy who lives in the forest behind Buckland, where they go between them leaving the Shire and getting to like the Green Dragon and Bree and meeting Strider. They have a whole adventure in between there that they just don't have in the books, where they meet like Barrow Wights and they get lost in the woods and they almost die from an evil tree that like sucks them into his roots. And there's a guy called Tom Bombadil who can pick up the ring without any issues whatsoever, and like he doesn't turn invisible when he wears it. And also doesn't care about it. It has like no power over him whatsoever. There's a lot of the lore videos about like, what if Tom Bombadil could take the ring? It's like, he wouldn't, but I guess he'd be fine. I don't know.
Well, he can take it to Mordor then, right?
Yeah, if people are like
not tempted by it.
But he has no care about it either. If he actually, they think about it and they figure he'd probably just like forget about it and like he would lose it by accident because it wouldn't matter to him.
That's possible.
God, there's lava. No, I said he knew he was an asshole. I don't think Tom Bombadil's an asshole. He's just a weird man. What? I can just... What? You don't need a fucking minecart item?
No, you get one by default, and then you can upgrade this one too. You can grapple, is how I usually get out.
Okay, how do I... If I didn't have one, how do I get out of it?
I think the grapple hotkey still does it.
Oh, literally. Well, that's problematic.
Well,
always functional, never stylish. My houses. I feel like I'm missing a whole part of the game. We were the Silmarillion. Actually, here. You know what? I'm gonna. Don't let me die. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. I like decorating, Luis. Like I usually when I have builds like for pylons, I'll decorate a lot and like at least like in the wood that the biome is in, you know, just something easy.
What?
I wasn't talking to you.
No, I don't have the I've never read the Silmarillion. Not this lovely, beautiful, embroidered version. Actually, I haven't. I've only read part of it. That has Elvish text on the side. It's fucking massive. I started reading it, and I read just the first couple pages because I was like, I'm gonna read this later, but let me look at it. And I got sucked in. Because it's like, it starts like the fucking Bible. Sorry, let me read, I know it's illegal to read on Twitch. Let me read the intro here. Because it's like, it is like reading the beginning of the Bible. There was Eru, the one who in Arda is called Iluvatar, and he made the first, the Aenir, the holy ones that were the offspring of his thought, and they were with him before aught else was made. And he spoke to them, propounding to them themes of music, and they sang before him, and he was glad. But that's the first
thing. It's very biblical, isn't it?
It is very biblical.
He was glad.
This is very strange. Yeah, basically, I mean, yeah, you're right, it is the Bible for the world, but I was like, this is fascinating. I was like super interested in it. I'll read it at some point, but I was going to go through the whole series first. But yeah, he's a wacky character. And he sings wacky songs, and in the audiobook guy sings the songs because he has to. Cool. There's a lot of songs in the books. Ironically, all the songs you like in the Hobbit movies were in the books. Those are all actually there, including the one about like the pots and the pans and whatever. That's one of the things I got most right about the Hobbit. Another fucking blood moon? Are you fucking serious? What do you mean?
There was another house up here as well. I found a flare gun. You see this thing? Look at this. Pew, pew.
What is the ammo?
It's flares.
Oh, do you have flares?
It gave me some flares, and there's if you have the flare in your inventory, there's an NPC that will sell the flares too. I think the merchant does it, and the gunsmith. Whenever that we get to that.
You defeated your 50th cave bat. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you. I got a cave bat banner.
That's exciting.
Now, if we place it down,
when we're around it, all the cave bats will take. You'll never find a cave bat. If you make an underground house, then maybe we'll put it there.
Yeah.
There's a good middle place to put a house. Then we'll build another one. No, but the point is, he's reading, you know, and singing them, and the way he's singing this fucking Tom Bombadil song is so strange, because the song is so strange, but it just got stuck in my head. I added it to my soundboard because it's just like, in the morning, it was the only thing in my head. I was humming it to myself while I was sitting at my computer coding.
I mean, do you like the song, or was it like just stuck because it was infectious?
It's just strange and infectious. I guess I like it. I feel like it's Stockholm Syndrome. Let me play it on the stream.
Hey dong, merry dong, ring a dong, dillo, ring a dong, hop along, fell the willow.
It's like the fucking
bum, jolly tom, tom bombadillo.
It goes on and on.
Come a merry dog,
it never stops.
Down, my dog.
And even in the fucking books, they're like, yeah, this guy's making weird nonsense lyrics. But they're fine with it. I feel like we're gonna die and get lost down here. We're so far down.
Yeah, look
you
at
need
this.
558 wooden platforms. I got some. You want some? Yeah, let me give you some of these. Can I break a stack of stuff?
If you hold down right click on it, it'll start taking like one at a time. It'll do it quicker as you do it.
I see. Here, give me like 200.
See, look at that.
Thank God I didn't throw that into the fucking fire.
Cast it in the fire.
The cracks of the fires of doom. Yeah, I did read Fellowship in the Two Towers relatively recently again. I know it's a bit like Christopher Lee reads it like every year apparently. Even before he did, you know, all the stuff he did.
That seems right.
You know Christopher Lee is the inspiration for fucking James Bond?
That's awesome. He's like a Secret Service guy, isn't he? Like
yes, and his cousin, the guy who wrote a relative of his, is one who wrote the story for James Bond originally, and he did a lot of that same stuff that James Bond. Like he's literally that guy. He's like if you learn about Christopher Lee, it's like he has the most interesting life in the fucking world. Oh my, what the fuck? Oh, it's a spurt.
Found a geyser.
I like calling them spurts instead. Does it still shoot even if I remove it and put it somewhere else?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any logical sense.
Well, you troll your friends
Mr.
with
Frodo! Oh, what are you waiting for? Destroy it! I haven't seen... I'm gonna be honest. I need to rewatch Return of the King and Two Towers. I haven't seen them since I was a kid. And like everything that I've done as a kid, I don't remember it. The only one I've seen relatively recently at all is Fellowship.
I feel like Two Towers is my favorite, if I remember correctly.
Movie?
Yeah.
It's usually people's least favorites.
Really?
Well, it's either Return or Fellowship.
Maybe I'm misremembering then. There's a bat.
I mean, Return, Two Towers is like the Helm's Deep. And it's like the middle stuff. They have like Sauron. Gandalf comes back. The Ents.
When's the one when they have like the big fight with
Oh my god.
And like the guy, like the king who goes crazy, like jumps off the on fire.
That would probably be Return of the King. That happens in the quote-unquote third book. Technically, they're not books. He didn't want. They're not separate books. He wanted them all to. They're meant to be one big book. Even Tolkien was like, I don't really like giving these things different names. He wasn't happy with the names he gave them.
Oh.
You good?
I went.
Hey, listen. Hey. Oh, what is it? What do I do with this?
It'll show you treasure. You follow it. It'll bring you to treasure.
Not going fucking... It's going through fucking walls. What am I supposed to do?
You gotta go follow it. Oh, the blood moon's still happening. Oh, God.
It's going straight up through, like, solid rock. I've already lost it. Go straight up, then.
Maybe if your UI was a little more,
maybe
if,
oh my God.
sized. Or if you didn't try to swim in lava.
Biggest surprise while reading the books for the first time was learning that Frodo was a middle-aged guy? Yes. Although I don't know how aging works with hobbits. Because it seems like they talk about them being in their teens until they're like 30. But they only live up to 100, so they're not that different from humans. But they're kind of different. Like, I don't really know how aging works for hobbits. They're different creatures, right? But yeah, Frodo waits till he's like middle-aged. He does not leave right after Bilbo leaves, like in the movies. He takes like Bilbo gives Frodo his house and stuff, and Bilbo stays there for like 20 years. Living out his life in the Shire before finally, you know, Gandalf gets back to him. Which is obviously very different, right?
True.
And then all of his friends are a little bit younger than him. Frodo was 50-something. So, yeah, around 30s. However, whatever that equates to in human years. He's not a youthful young lad. He looked youthful because he had the ring. The whole thing was that they didn't really age with the ring. But no, I haven't seen The Return of the King or Two Towers since I was a kid. I don't remember them in the slightest. At all. I only remember Fellowship because that's the one I've seen recently. Because every time I'm like, I should watch The Lord of the Rings, I start with Fellowship. I'm like, that was wonderful. And then I don't end up watching the other two. For some reason. Where the fuck are you?
I binged the whole thing like over a weekend probably 7 years ago. But that was the last time I watched all of it.
To digest some of them. Which is what I try to do, but it does result in me never watching them ever again. But because of that, I know I've done that with Fellowship multiple times. It's not like this happened once. It happened multiple times. And I just never make it to the other movies, even though I love the first one as much as I do.
They are long, to be fair. Like, I don't blame you for that. It's just like...
Well, yeah, but I can give it like a week and come back, but I don't tend to watch movies. That's more the real problem is that I'm in the mood to watch a movie at that time, and then I'm not in the mood to watch it again. Same with shows, which I'm sure you're aware of.
Yeah.
Like, I don't just sit down and watch stuff.
I get that. It makes it easier when because I have my fiance with me and we just kind of sit and
having
watch.
Someone to watch stuff with would make it very different.
Yeah.
Inherently. All I have is me and my own self and my time. Should we go explore or keep going down?
I think we should build a hole that goes straight down.
I tried that already, but I stopped partway through.
Well, you got distracted or something. I
thought there was like water, and I was like, I didn't want to deal with the water, so I moved.
Well, we can. I don't know. Usually, you call the tunnel that goes all the way from the surface to the bottom. That's just straight down. You call it the elevator. That's some
I don't
colloquial
like that.
Terminology for
that
you.
Sounds lame. Can we call it something else?
What do you want to call it?
The ship pipe.
The ship. That's so much cooler than elevator.
That's another name for my back door. That's another name for my back door.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you eat the right foods, it does take you straight to hell, you know, so I think it fits.
Dude, my stomach has been so upset recently. Related.
That's not okay.
I mean,
you really should get that checked out. You might have actual... You might have a new intolerance, there might be some kind of food. Have you tried doing an exclusion diet?
No, I've been excluding food besides coffee. I feel like that's probably why my stomach's upset.
You've been excluding food. That's not what an exclusion diet is. An exclusion diet is not you stop eating. That's called fasting. That's a different kind of diet. A much less valid kind of diet, in my opinion. But you know, that's the. Do you I guess?
No, I just wasn't sleeping well, and then I also just like, I needed the caffeine, so I
drank a Red Bull today. Maybe that's why I was feeling ill.
Maybe. How big was it? Was it the small one?
Normal one. So it's a small one.
What do you mean? What do you mean normal? Like the 8-ounce one, or
the ones that fit in the
one?
small mini fridges.
Probably the 8-ounce then.
Like the larger ones that are like monster size, those aren't the regular Red Bull sizes. The regular one is the small one.
No, there's a size even bigger than that size you just said too. There's like a 16-ounce one.
What, bigger than the monster size?
Yes, there's a bigger one than that.
Okay, the monster size one and the one that's bigger than the monster size one are not the regular Red Bull. For clarification. For someone who owns a Red Bull fridge, I fucking know what I'm talking about with Red Bull. I have every single Red Bull tab.
You know, I drink way more Red Bull than you do.
Yes, that's true. But I have every single Red Bull tab that I drank in college.
Which is awesome.
I have a count of how many Red Bulls it took for me to get through my school. So you want to do a ship pipe?
Yeah, I'll do a ship pipe. I'll get the right block. You get the left block. You know, we'll just start right here or something.
You want to do it outside? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Open the map.
I'm opening.
You see, like we're not even in the middle of the green zone, the green hill zone. And also look at where water is underneath us. There's a part right there, right, like kind of close in the middle where there's no water. In between
right next to that tree, right?
You
like
and
right
stop.
here.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was looking at. Let me get over there.
Get down in here.
Well, let's okay. First, wait. Clear out the area a little bit, so we have like a. So it's not just like. It's got to be like a gaping hole.
You want it to be a gaping hole.
Puckered.
Yeah, but no, those are antonyms.
You know, like
I feel like
puckered and gaping aren't necessarily antonyms.
Well, they describe the size of the hole, but also the tension of the muscles around the hole. I don't think
puckered is the size. Okay, let me look up the word puckered.
Puckered implies that it's like smaller, that you're like tensing it.
Puckered.
Right? It's smaller.
Puckered, especially with reference to a person's face, tightly gathered or contracted in wrinkles or small folds. I think of like wrinkly, foldy. Usually put them in the background while doing seasonal cleaning. I can't do that. I can't put something like that in the background because I'm going to focus on it. Like, it's too enigmatic. The Lord of the Rings movies are too enigmatic for me to not pay attention to. Call me if I am a fucking nerd, but... Alright, you ready?
Yep.
I was gonna do 3, 2, 1, but you know what? We already started, so let's go.
Oh, we're in motion.
That's the way with a lot of things. That's kind of a problem with watching stuff, is I can't not pay attention while watching it. So I just... And I don't often want to commit, like, the full attention span that I have to stuff, so I just don't watch stuff. Which maybe is a little ridiculous, but... I'm not someone who just puts things in the background when it's, like, shows. Unless it's like Power Rangers, and then I don't care. What's possible after seeing them, so that's fair. You know, that is fair if you see it. I don't know. No matter how many often I see certain things, I can't help but get drawn. It's like my favorite books. I read a book and it's like, I get wrapped in as... God damn it, what's with the fucking... Okay.
It's just a little bit. Look at this, just a little bit. We just block it off, it'll be okay. Look at this.
I'm gonna drown in 2 feet of water.
Nah, we're fine.
I'm a fucking nerd. Why are we talking about Lord of the Rings? I'm playing video games on the internet and talking about Lord of the Rings.
I think that counts as a nerd.
Yes. No matter how cool I might pretend to be.
Yes.
And trust me, I pretend to be very cool. Yeah, I can't say that about looking at an illustrated special edition version of the Silmarillion.
that is cool. Come on, people think that's cool, right?
I haven't even read it.
Right?
Yet. I gotta make it through the books I'm currently going through. Gonna keep digging down?
Yeah.
Let's keep digging down. I'll be fine.
We gotta go all the way.
Oh, look at this lovely fucking river. Maybe we started too far to the right.
Eh.
I think this was the exact water pool we were trying to avoid getting into.
Yeah, I think you might be right. But it's not a huge deal. You just block it
the
off.
nature of liquids. Well, the nature of liquids kind of makes me think of like the powder game. Anyone ever play the powder game?
The powder game?
The powder game. Or powder game. There's various
versions. Not sure what that is.
It's basically like a physics simulation toy box game, where everything is a particle simulation. And I was obsessed with it as a kid. There was a site called dan-ball.net, which was like a weird Japanese site from a guy who just made a lot of really weird Wait, what's that?
That's iron. Thing.
Well, yeah, but we have this giant tunnel here.
Well,
made all these weird, cool interactive games with really interesting physics stuff, and one of them was the game, the physics toy box powder game. And you could just do interesting, weird stuff with it, and it would have like real... And it's pixels. It is not like realistic things, but it had realistic simulations. It was very cool. And look at this lamer. Lamer. I don't know why I called you a lamer.
Lamer.
What is that even from?
I don't know. I think you just invented that word right now, actually.
I'm not that cool. But look at this lamer. I got a fucking top hat, and you got fucking nothing. What do you have? Fucking nothing.
Well, I'm sorry,
better
dude.
pickaxe,
I don't know.
fucking nothing.
You had to kill someone for that top hat, okay?
Yeah, well, he's already dead. Like, omae wa mo shinderu.
Oh my freaking gosh.
You know what that means?
You are already dead.
Very good. Omae wa mo shinderu.
Nani? Sorry.
See, that's my Japanese knowledge coming into play. By the way, I had like two of my coworkers today trying to convince me to go to a whole bunch of Korean places in Georgia. Like, yeah, just go down here in Duluth and you'll find all these cool Korean shops. Well, one of my project manager is married to a Korean lady, so he knows a lot about Korea, of course. And my other coworker is just Korean and Asian and knows all these places. It's like I'm so unacquainted. It feels like Japanese stuff used to be the more popular thing in America, and it's like I feel like it's been supplanted a bit by Korean stuff.
Yeah, or Chinese stuff. I feel like a lot of that is.
You've seen Chinese stuff on the rise? I haven't seen that, but like I'm thinking of like K-pop as well, K-dramas, K-culture, the rise of H-Mart.
K-trucks.
K-trucks, yeah, exactly. Well, even just something as simple as the rise of H-Mart, which is a Korean Asian market. It is a general Asian market, but it is very specifically a Korean Asian market. And I am fine with H-Mart. But growing up, I went to a lot of Asian markets. I had a Vietnamese grandma, and you know, we went to these places. My dad would take us to these places because there's certain things he would like to get there too. As much as he decries, he was like a skater boy with long hair in the 80s. He still has aspects of that culture that influenced him. You can't help it, right? Being an Asian mixed man.
True.
But like I went to these places, but I didn't go. Like I didn't have any exposure to Korean stuff. It was all like. I guess it really was Chinese, because that's like the predominant, eminent Asian American stuff. And Vietnamese and Chinese are very, very, very close in terms of culture. I guess you have no experience with this stuff, do you? I don't know if you've been to any places.
I grew up
as a solidly very white Southern man.
I am pretty much that's where I'm at. You know, that's me.
I take that for granted for sometimes.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but
this isn't in a judging way, but it's more of like, man, it just didn't occur to me that people did know some of this stuff, you know?
I don't know, like, I went to, like, my school was, I mean, I was in the vast majority of my school.
And that's fair. That's a lot of people. It depends on the area.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. You know, it was like thinking that everybody had a rice cooker.
No, I just got one like a week ago.
Well, I was like talking to like another friend, and that we know, and I was like, you should get a rice cooker, and he's like, I just don't eat rice like that. And to be fair, I mean, I had rice today. I was gonna say I don't eat rice like that, but I did just have a rice bowl today for dinner. So I guess I can't really say that.
The rice cooker I got, that was too small for both me and my fiance, because I want to make like 2 cups of rice.
You can't make 2 cups of rice in a fucking rice. No, how small is your rice cooker?
It's very small. I got it from my work, and they were like, it's very small.
You can get a good rice cooker. Okay, you know what? Give me a second.
I'm gonna get told on how to get a good rice cooker now. I feel like the Japanese craze, like, it definitely has like gotten smaller.
Okay, I'm back.
It's not as like a niche thing as it was before, I feel like.
What, rice?
No, Japan.
Oh. Well, this is my rice cooker. It is the perfect size. I can make like many cups of rice in here.
What? Does it not like bubble over when you try to make it rice?
It's a good rice cooker.
Dude, my rice cooker's just shit then.
This is the only brand of rice cooker people suggest. Pretty much.
What is it?
Zoji Rushi.
Okay, I don't know.
You can get the very expensive, fancy ones from that brand that are a couple $100, or get this one, which wasn't too bad. I made 2 cups of rice.
Mine must be like some shitty American brand then, I guess.
I had one today and one for when I want more food. What else can we make him say? I can storm off on do you know how many... I feel like I have like a fucking playground of shit in my apartment. Like I could just go...
Playground of shit.
I pull off games off the shelf. There's a Buster... There's just stuff everywhere that I can use as like... I'm like a prop. I shouldn't say that. I want to be a prop comedian. That's like Carrot Top, and everybody hates Carrot Top. I don't know how he was successful. Did anyone like him? The only thing I know about Carrot Top, the comedian, is that people fucking hated him, and that he used props in his comedy shows. He was like a walking joke, but I guess he was big enough for people to be in movies and stuff.
I mean, you remember his name, right? Like,
have you ever heard of him?
I feel like that's worth something. I'm familiar with him, but I have never really like familiarized.
I've never seen his comedy.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I feel like he's quite old at this point. But I'm gonna drown again. And I'm dying in the water.
Help. There's a piranha.
I'm under the water. I'm dead.
There it is. Hello, please help me.
Help, I am under the water. Please help me.
Under the water.
I feel like no one... I always reference that, and I don't know if anyone knows that video.
No, it's an awesome video. A wonderful video. Please, I'm under the water. And it's playing like the Mario 64, the underwater. Bloom.
I will say, half of what I've said this before on stream. I haven't said it in a while, but we can say it again. Half of what I say on streams is like references. Oftentimes, stuff only I get, niche internet things. But they just populate my brain.
Half of my conversations with my fiance are just us making references we made for the last 5 years. So
yeah, these are fucking nerds, so, you know.
Yeah, it's either like Kid Genius or Boy Genius John Mulaney, or it's like some Adventure Time regular show thing.
Get engaged with anything John Mulaney in my life.
He's very funny. Even if he did cheat on his wife and was a drug addict for a while. Not that
That's
that
not
makes
very
him like...
funny.
Yeah.
That's not very funny.
I mean, he's funny.
That's not very PogChamp. That's not very poggers.
No, I mean, I mean, he's better now. I think he went to rehab.
He cheats less now. That's good.
Yeah, that's true.
Marginally so.
Maybe. Who's to say, really?
Like, do you want to talk about cheating? The fun topic. I don't get it.
No,
I've never gotten it. I don't like. I know the concept, but I feel like there's just a magical difference. Sometimes it's important to be empathetic with people, but sometimes I just don't understand people's perspectives.
Yes, I get that. Yes.
It's like I don't even know how that could be rationalized in someone's. And I can accept it. Like I can accept that people are just their brain is different and their way of seeing things is completely different from me. And I won't judge him for it, but for me, it's like I can't imagine doing any of that stuff. It's just, you know, it's just such a lack of trust. It's such a lack of. It's so many negative things about it.
I don't think people who cheat are thinking
it's not
rationally.
Rational. No, I know. I'm aware of that, but it's their version of how their brain works and what's normal to them.
It's like Taub, you know, like he just can't help it.
It's like who?
Oh, you've seen House, haven't you? Taub.
Oh,
he cheats on his wife.
I've seen like random episodes of House. I've never seen the show fully.
Oh, spoilers! He cheats on his wife many times, actually.
That's depressing.
Yeah, he can't help himself.
I mean, sometimes it is rational, depending on who it is, but they have very different perspectives on things.
Sure, like a different show I'm thinking about.
Also, I should have given you the emeralds I'd found to make a hook instead. Emerald's my birthstone.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Emerald hook is
bullshit
actually the best
matter.
hook, too, I think, out of the gemstone hooks.
Well, yeah, bullshit and doesn't matter, but I have some fondness for it regardless. It helps that green's my favorite color.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, where do those even go? I can't even see them.
You have 10 in the middle left.
There they are. It's supposed to be lucky to have emerald, Like your birthstone as a something to wear. Like I ought to have like an emerald. That feels a little luxurious though, an emerald necklace.
Well, mine's ruby, so...
Why are there so many fucking places here without fucking platforms?
So we went down and then never came back up.
Start a long fall with a sliver of health. Oh, I should probably heal, shouldn't I? Bloody Tear. Consumable summons the blood moon.
Oh, in case you want another blood moon.
Want to do it? Pleasure plate.
Sure.
I'm good. I'm not gonna do that. That sounds like a fucking horrible idea. Can't believe you would even think of doing that. What's wrong with you? That's stupid.
No, I'm just considering it. You know,
Rally.
I feel like it's a good idea.
14 melee damage.
Oh, it's a yo-yo.
It is not as good as my fucking arm. My arm is just literally better than... Oh, Bat. What the fuck is this?
Very slow
36
speed.
melee damage. May heal user on hit. Maybe I could bat some bats with this. This is like triple the damage. But horribly slow. It is massive, though. And I'm a big fan of massive things.
Really?
I'm from Texas.
That's true.
I mean, I could have made a sex joke there, but I defaulted to the Texas one, because that feels more fitting.
I feel like the Texas one is also a sex joke. Like,
well, you could say that sex is bigger in Texas, but what does that even mean? Are the people involved bigger, or what? Like, what is the context behind that? There's nuances there that I don't even I don't get.
I feel like people, when they're talking about being bigger, there's usually something inherently, like... I think everyone knows what they're talking about.
Sexual?
Yes.
Fucking pervert. That's disgusting.
I just mute my microphone. It's fine. I don't even care. Like, it's just whatever.
Guys, I can't believe I invited a goddamn pervert on this stream.
I've just been digging this hole that you abandoned me in because you drowned.
Yeah, you are digging a hole talking about this stuff. I agree. It's only getting deeper.
Well, you know.
You will probably take like a copious amounts of damage getting down this hole. Oh, we're supposed to be going straight down. I got distracted by the hellscape around us.
I know, that's what I was saying. I'm like, you're just completely abandoned me over
here. I might be tired today, but my brain didn't, like, it fired. The neurons fired, but, like, not in the way you wanted to. Not in the way we had planned.
Not the way we agreed upon.
No, I forgot about those agreements.
That's fine.
Are you still liable for agreements you make if you forget about them? And you can't be convinced that they actually ever happen?
Yes, you are.
Oh, damn, that's a shame.
Or it's like the Geralt Yennefer thing. It's like, well, I didn't remember I had you as a wife, so like, maybe it's fine.
Lava baby. Another pervert fun increased up to 200%. Is that how it works? What is the fun percent? I need to have like a fun percentage that just randomly calculates numbers.
The fun percent of the stream. Like, I think we lost 10% of fun on this.
Yeah, that's
last
unfortunate.
bit, actually.
Fun value. There was a stream that was like they had a cancellation chance.
The cancellation
people on the stream
chance.
would say like, actually it was the Yogscast. I can't know what I think it was. It was like a fucking Lego stream, but the people on it were so foul-mouthed and they would say like controversial stuff that they had a cancellation chance, and every time someone said something, they'd raise the number.
Like the swear jar, like the.
Well, Legos are very expensive, so it wasn't a quick segment, which contributed as a factor.
They had a lot of time to dig themselves into.
It's funny. I say I'm not a Yogscast fan, and I don't watch most of their videos. I still end up watching a lot of their stuff to where I know all of the stuff about them.
You have mentioned them like 4 times already in the same stream.
That's because they're relevant. Hey, it's a fairy.
A fairy.
Where you going, fairy? Want me to dig? God, you're going real far, dude. Oh, there is something down there.
Oh, there's a chest. See, she's bringing you that chest.
Are you screen sharing or screen? Are you screen peeking?
Well, I'm watching your stream like a second.
What I should do, I was gonna do this anyways. I didn't want to mention it on the stream, but like, for my fake Discord that I don't use, that isn't live or active, that you're in for some reason, there is a live like voice chat. The plan for that was stolen completely from another person's Discord thread. I was like, just for practice, so I can know how to do this. It's a good idea to have it all set up in the future if I ever need it. But that's just like anyone who's like a certain like viewer can, or you know, certain level of account access, whatever you call it, VIP or mod or something, can just join in.
Oh yeah, I am in
during the call,
server.
someone can just join into that and make it easy.
But
also, you can you can do a separate like spin-off stream just for Discord, so people can see what you're playing. That's not actually the real stream.
Just
they don't get like crossover audio and stuff. It's Proton John, by the way. He does that stuff. He's very slick.
Well,
a lot of peepers have peepers.
peepers.
A lot of people have big setups, big women, big fun, big streaming setups. It's very important.
Big women, Sipsco.
Can you, little fucker, big fucker, I guess, get out of here.
Big women, big fun, dirt, Sipsco.
Imagine.
They took Big Girl off of Spotify and I was mad.
Have you ever heard the actual song?
Yeah.
Hall & Oates, Rich Girl? Just curious.
Yeah. You're a rich girl.
And it's gotten
That's
too
how it
far.
goes.
But you know it don't matter anyway. You just get
You
high.
should buy on your old man's money.
Old man, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
know
songs
that
I
needed.
discovered that were like good songs that influenced me that were just parody songs. That originate from parody songs.
I sang the Goofy Goober Rock not knowing it was I think it's a Kiss song, isn't it? The I wanna.
I don't even think I knew that. I'm not a Kiss fan.
Yeah. Well, my band director knew it, and I did the song, and he was like, that's like a parody. I was like, no, I did not know that. I think he felt his age. Like he was like, oh my god, they know the parodies from the child show before they know the actual song.
I mean,
Which makes sense for
I
me,
don't think
but still,
anybody,
like-
most people I would say don't know that.
Well, I mean, he's also like a band person, so.
I mean, I'm a band.
tends to
Well, here's
know.
the thing. I don't know why. You said Kiss, right?
I think so, yeah.
That
No,
is not
I
a band I
think
have
it is
any
Kiss.
particular affiliation with. I don't think it's not a good band, but it always, and I guess it is a little gimmicky, and maybe that's why I'm not that interested in it. It has this weird culture around it. Like you think of like
Well-
hair metal bands versus like, I don't want to say real bands, because that sounds like hair metal band. That was still a form of metal that was very popular and still like pop, still rock music, but very different from like Led Zeppelin or something,
That's true.
Or
I don't
maybe
know,
it's
I
just
mean,
the level of popularity, or I don't know.
I feel
glamour
like
metal?
it was kind of like the...
Sure, yeah, glamour
the-
metal maybe is a way of putting it.
Yeah, like, it was the band that was, got people into it, it's kind of the more, approachable version of it, kind of the 4 chords version and the,
Magic
the
Mirror.
easier listening kind of versions of that genre.
Well, I got a magic mirror.
Oh, you can teleport back to spawn.
I have no inventory.
At
Well,
whim
I guess
now.
get rid of this fucking 20 sand.
20 sand. 28 stab wounds.
I kind of wish my inventory was bigger. You get so much shit in this game.
There's you can get a piggy bank that goes with you from the Blood Moon, and you the second inventory kind of thing.
Interesting.
It's like a chest you can
That
carry
seems
on with you.
tedious, but let's go home. A little tedious. You know what runs gonna kiss
Oh.
up? Nothing again. Listen, I have it consumed my mom's tastes and my dad's taste in music,
True.
and some of my own. But they shared a love of 90s, 2000 metal. They liked Metallica and a lot of other stuff. My dad liked a lot of indie bands. My mom liked a lot of heavy metal stuff, and just general band and popular stuff too. My parents are very music people, which obviously was impactful to me as a person who likes music. Wow, fuck. Okay, I gotta de-equip this. Okay. Scroll. Book and mirror, apply it. Gameplay improvement 100%. What if you need the sand? Fuck sand. It's coarse and dirty and gets everywhere or whatever.
Nah, dude, sand is awesome. You have to make so many bottles. We use so much sand.
Do you know how fucking boring you just sounded?
Well, it's fun, okay, and that's why I bother. So I feel
Sorry,
like I
this is
heard
really
that somewhere.
funny. You're trying to convince me the utility of sand. It's like, sand is so cool, man. You can make so many bottles with it. It's like, yeah, that's real compelling, man.
Make glass, and then you use the glass to
You know,
make.
you ever seen lightning sand?
Yeah, the little
You sounded so passive aggressive.
Shards,
Yeah, I have. Sorry.
I just sound like
apologize.
that. I
was
really
a
just
little
sound
rude
like
of me. I sincerely apologize. That wasn't
There's 2
nice.
life crystals for your dying ass.
That wasn't-
Just
that
go,
wasn't,
go eat those.
You can hake some too.
No, I don't need any.
It wasn't very PogChamp of me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. That's not
No,
very.
it's okay.
I don't know why that's in my head today.
PogChamp.
Do you get the reference? What a horrible night to have a curse.
Maybe. Actually, I don't know if I do. What is that from?
A video game.
How
You do. I know you do, Artist. I've actually never... I might have played the game for like 2 seconds. One day I want to play that game on stream, but I don't think I would actually like it. It's like one of the games in that series I don't think I would enjoy very much.
What is that from?
Luis got it!
Oh, it's Castlevania.
Castlevania 2.
Damn. Oh, I didn't know
that. Famously. It's a very famous video game line. It was a big meme. Classically. And whether you played it or just watched AVGN make a video about it, classically, historically, people know of it. Okay, gel probably doesn't belong in that chest. I guess gel goes in the fucking weird potion random shit. No, that doesn't go there. Gel goes in the flesh chest.
You probably could get more NPCs too, but you don't have enough housing. Yeah.
Time to build time to chop wood.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Artist. You actually know games. I thought you were someone who only played one game in your life ever, and that's it.
Yeah, Artist. He thought you were stupid and dumb. That's what he just said on stream.
Whoopee cushion.
It's recorded.
Well, yeah, but I'm more subtle about it.
Yeah, but I was just translating.
I think that about everybody.
I thought it was too stupid. No, I'm not saying.
However, I think that mostly about myself, so I think it balances out. You know what? I need a 3rd chest for random items. Or, I mean, 5th chest, sorry. I do have these gold chests. Let me put these around.
Have you tried to do the stack to nearby chest button yet?
Don't know what that means.
Yeah, there's a button in your inventory that will sort your inventory into chests that already have nearby stocks on it. So, wait, no, go out of the chest. And then open your inventory. And then on the bottom right, that says quick stack to nearby chests.
Wow, they just got rid of my shit. I wanted some of that stuff.
Oh, well, there was already some of that same shit in that
chest.
Thanks, man.
So. Really fucking thanks.
No problem. That's just like the most handy thing ever. I just showed you. You're so welcome.
And no, I think everybody is very smart, intelligent, and kind, and whatever. And whatever.
And whatever.
I guess I'll put items here. Bloody Tear. Rash Shackle. You want any of this shit? It's in here. Put my wands away.
Okay. Your wands?
I got 2 wands.
Whoa.
That's where I made... Look at my house. What do you think the wood's made out of?
No, I just...
It's living wood.
I didn't know you had so many wands.
You ever seen the footage of the guy with the 2 dicks?
No, I haven't seen the footage of the guy with 2 dicks.
He's a famous internet guy. Because there was also a lady
no,
with, like,
no, I don't think so.
He was... No, because people were like, I don't believe you. And then he was like... And everyone was like so flabbergasted. It was a long time ago on the internet. And then it was a big deal because there was a lady with like 2 parts. They wanted to get the two of them together. This was a, like,
I think I have seen the woman with 3 breasts. I saw that woman.
That is from a movie. That is
no,
from the movie Total
woman
Recall.
with it too.
Because then the guy goes, "Well, that makes me wish I had 3 hands." Very famously. That's a great movie, by the way. Total Recall. I have 2 light crystals. Where'd I get these from?
I gave them to you.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
That's why I insulted you earlier. I was like, you need more life.
The whoopee cushion can be helpful with a bottle. Why? I have a bottle and a whoopee cushion. What does that mean? Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
No, it's just you wouldn't get it, so it's fine.
Laugh at me. I brought you here.
That's
out
true.
Out of the fucking goodness of my own goddamn heart. You know what?
I'm doing a public service. I'm making your stream 150% more fun.
I get belittled. What do you take me for, a fool? What do you take me for? Some kind of idiot?
Some kind of Suicide Squad?
Some kind of fucking memer?
Fucking
I'm
memer.
Around here. I can't combine these. It don't matter.
You need a cloud in a bottle. It's like a double jump item.
You need a cloud in a bottle. What, Cloud Strife? Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm really annoying people with how much I talk about Final Fantasy 7. Recently.
It's a little deeper, by the way.
Gets it fun increased another 10%. What are we at now? What is the fun amount?
Sweet.
267 or something?
We got some, but then we lost some, and I think we got 10% more back again, so... Luis, are you keeping track of this? Because I'm not.
I'm not either. I am not, by the way. My goal is to convince everybody I know to play Final Fantasy 7.
I'm convinced.
My dearly beloved friend Jameson has talked about, he has it on Switch now.
Has Jameson been enjoying it?
I don't know. I don't know. He said he's tried it before, but he might actually do it properly this time.
Is that a kind of game?
I don't
that
get why he
Jameson
doesn't like remake because he's a guy who loves Kingdom Hearts and has played Kingdom Hearts 3. He took the day off of school in college to play it. And he couldn't beat the first boss in FF7 Remake, so he just gave up. And has never gone back to it. But I guess they are different gameplay styles, but it's still like Square-developed action RPG gameplay style. It's not that different. It doesn't matter.
That's fair.
I'm also been considering potentially one day replaying Final Fantasy VII Original, because there's a localization patch that was meticulously done by fans. If you don't know anything about the game, it was in the era where the localization was shit, which ruins tone and emotional tension in a lot of very important scenes.
Yes. Yeah.
Even with that, it was still compelling enough for me to feel really like interesting emotions at certain parts. But there are many things that didn't hit very much, and it was like, man, I really wish this could have been done better, because that's effective writing is effective and compelling.
True. These platforms are amazing.
Have I played it already? Do I have to play it again? No. You don't have to play it again. People who haven't... Let me clarify. People who haven't played it will need to see the replay to get the final score. That's true. When we beat the game, we'll see the final fun total. Or maybe it's when I die, I'll see a little pop-up above my gravestone that says, fun score achieved.
How many fun points you got during your life.
Well, you know... Do you know... God, every stream, I talk about either Undertale, Final Fantasy VII, or Zelda, or something. I'm gonna say, you know, in Undertale, there's a fun value that every time you play the game and start a run, you randomly assign one, and that dictates what things you may or may not happen in the game.
It's like your IVs.
Kind of. But certain special events can only happen depending on which fun value you have, so every time you play might be a little different.
Wow.
I think people might say different things.
We're in the jungle, by the way. Did you make it over here last time?
No. I got to the living tree and was like, okay, Blood Moon, let's go back home and fucking defend our home from the invaders.
I see.
The invaders skim. Not a fan of skim milk. Each death can increase the fun depending on how it happened. I only die in comical ways. I'm like a clown. You lose clown membership if you don't have proper like comedic timing when you're deaf. Dude, clowning is fascinating to me.
You and my fiance are both like weirdly fascinated with clowns.
She's probably more interested in clowns than I am, but I do find clowns in clown culture. You know, there's different kinds of clowns. The culture
I've
behind
heard about
it.
the clowns.
It's genuinely I've gotten more because I think I used to be scared of clowns. Ruthless. You want this?
No, you
shit
take
spear?
the spear.
It's kind of shit, so I don't want to.
Alright, well, I'll take it then. The spear is actually cool because it can like hit enemies multiple times.
You know what I could do instead of that? Just hit them once, really strongly.
Quite strongly.
Like the Fist of the North Star guy who punches people, who makes me work out, and I get real tired afterwards.
Real tired and sweaty.
Oh, I'm
There's a big
dripping with
hole.
sweat. I'm also
What's
always
the plan
cold.
with this hole?
I'm actually what?
Are we
I'm
going in
actually
this
worried
hole?
that I'm like diseased, and that's why I'm always so cold. At like 70 temperatures, and I'm like, why am I still cold? What's wrong with me?
I think it's just like you're skinny.
Am I that skinny?
I don't know.
Do I look skinny to you?
I don't think you look skinny. You just like, I don't know. You just don't eat as much. You know.
All right, just call me a fucking skeleton skin sack with bones. Why don't you?
You want me to be honest? You want me to be honest?
Yes, actually, that's why I asked. People should
I
always
don't think
be
you're
honest.
too skinny, but you don't eat a lot, so I don't know.
That's why I think I don't think I'm that skinny to warrant being cold all the time.
I don't know. Maybe your thermostat's just broken.
It's not. I have a second thermostat. I have a second. I have a second thing. I got it because it's a hygrometer. It tells me humidity.
That's nice.
Yeah, if you have a fancy house, you can do both because both are important when it comes to temperature. Temperature perception.
Makes sense.
If it's 70, that's why it's colder in the winter. Even if it's the same temperature in the house, the humidity fucking sucks. So it feels colder because the air's not holding in the heat as much because of the water.
See. Oh.
Free falling.
I've never seen that death text. That's so funny.
Do you know who sings that song?
'Cause I'm free.
That was not answering my question.
Free falling.
Are you singing the lyrics because you don't know who sings the song? Are you trying to?
Is that like Boston or something?
No, it's not. That's not even close. I knew it. I knew you were singing the song and not saying because you're deflecting.
Is it Rufus Wainwright? Is it Norman Greenbaum?
No.
Is it
You want me to tell you?
Yes.
Tom Petty.
Oh, in the Heartbreakers.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, yes.
Yeah, he died like 2 years ago.
Not longer than that. I should know. My sister went to one of his final concerts. She got 2 tickets for her birthday, and I didn't get to go.
I remember this because you didn't get to go, and then he died like the week after.
She was never going to give them to me. She had another friend, and they were bigger fans of Tom Petty than I am.
Yeah.
Or at least when I was. I'm a decent fan. I like Tom Petty. Some of his solo stuff is really good. He has some really wonderful songs in his Wildflowers album.
I'm trying to think of the song that... I mean, I think it's his most popular song. That's the one I have saved. No,
Last Dance with Mary Jane. One more chance to kill the pain. It's a good song. This guy has a lot of hits. I remember my family watching like an 8-hour documentary on him for some reason.
Yeah, I have American Girl saved because it's the one that's in Silence of the Lambs.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
She was
an American girl.
Yeah, Tom Petty's great. Next time you run off to get something, we may judge my skinny levels. I gotta hide. I'm gonna start wearing like a plush suit on my stream so people can't tell.
You show up a fat suit on stream.
Tom Petty top songs. Let me look this up. My perception of what's a top song, I thought. Refugee? It's a good one. I won't back down. That's a classic.
Yep.
Why is the fucking... What is best Tom Petty song is on the r/Beatles subreddit? Why is that the first result? It's not the correct subreddit. Okay, don't start at number 50, Rolling Stones. Go to fucking... What is his number 1 top song? Why am I on the Rolling Stones website? All these websites suck. I can make better websites than this. They load slow and they're laggy and there's ads everywhere. This is 6. American Girl is number 1. Refugee is number 2.
There you go.
Oh, Don't Come Around Here No More. That's a good one. Music video for that was good. Listen to Her Heart. Running Down a Dream. Yep. Just me talking about music. I could do a stream talking just about music and I'd be pretty good at... I'd be decent. I wouldn't nearly be as good as some people, but... Where the fuck are you? I can't even see you anymore.
Oh, I died because I fell and free falling, and then I kept working on the elevator or the shit chute or whatever you called it.
I can't even see your distance on my map. Are you on my team anymore?
Yeah, I'm just far away. It stops after like 2,000 distance.
But yeah,
the skeleton merchant's down here.
I like Tom Petty well enough. I have a hat from his concert that my sister got me, which is a very cool hat. I'm not a hat wearer very much.
I'm not really.
That's why my skeleton friend wears the hat, not me.
I don't think I want to counterweight. I think I'm just gonna let
it is a cool hat though, the one that my skeleton guy's wearing. It looks like a fucking Arizona tea can, the ginseng one.
That's cool.
Not what it is, but it has some similar colors.
Some resemblance. Some thematic similarities.
It makes me think. You know, my dad's like, my dad's a tsundere.
What?
Strange way.
Wait.
Let me clarify.
Did you just call your dad a tsundere?
Yes. Actually, I think it fits pretty damn well. He's a lovely. Oh my god. Yep. That's death.
Oh.
Like many dads, he's not like the most oblique about saying, you know, or doing. Like he's a guy who does stuff for you out of love, but he doesn't say stuff. And he doesn't. He pretends that he didn't. He makes it like secret almost. He doesn't really like.
That's true.
He's not specific about it. But I think he noticed that I had like come home and left and got like Arizona tea in the garbage can outside, and he noticed that somehow. And I know like it might have been college where he just sent me a massive case of them.
That's nice.
Or always had them stocked at home. And to be fair, I do like them. They're cheap and it's tea. I like tea. But it's stuff like that. My dad will always send me snacks and stuff. I don't know if you remember getting packages.
I don't know. My parents never really sent me things. If I went home, I would leave with like 3 times the amount of stuff I
think you probably also went home way more than I did. You also saw them more than I did.
That's probably true. I was pretty close all the time.
Not that I love you. Not that I love you or something, Baka, son.
Baka, son.
But there was a lot of stuff like that. I love my dad.
A lot of stuff like that.
I'm not very good at communicating, just in general. So me and him don't talk like my mom does. We've gotten better at it because we do have a lot of mutual interests. And we're also both very smart and somewhat arrogant. Although my dad has the life experience, he's generally right. I don't actually think he's that arrogant, truthfully. I think it's more that he actually is just right a lot of times. Although we can have disagreements. And I mean, for things that matter, I think me and my parents generally share the same opinion on things, which is nice. I know not everybody I know has that, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have that.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna bring up too much, but I was like, yeah, I'm lucky in that aspect at the very least.
Yeah.
My dad tries. None of my parents always get it 100%, but they're active in trying, and I think that's very important.
Which is important. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not perfect at all.
Well, you know, they're people.
But I just remember he does stuff like that, or he buy like socks that he think I like. But he didn't tell me that he bought the socks, or that they were for me. He just left them there on the counter, and then they were there for a couple days. And eventually, my mom was like, "You know, those are for you. You know, Dad got them." It's like, no, he hasn't mentioned either of those facts to me.
No, I had zero
knowledge of this,
that.
but I guess he and like I'm not good at responding to that. I don't know what to say, or how to broach the topic, because he's not going to respond like, "Oh, thanks." He's, you know, it'll still be awkward.
I don't know if my parents bought me something and then they would tell me, and then they might get mad at me if I didn't thank them.
Of course I would thank him, but like, it's weird to thank someone when he didn't even bring them to me or talk to me about it or mention it. It's like, I don't even know how to approach the subject.
I don't know. It's like, hey, I saw those socks were from me. Thank you. I think
that's typically what happens, but like, there's never a good opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I have one potion.
Well, pinky.
Sorry, I should be putting up platforms, and I'm just not. And I noticed you're not either, so I'm just like dying over and over again.
Well, I'm just using the grappling hook, so I haven't really needed to use them.
Fucking cheater. I haven't been using the grappling hook.
Well, that sounds like a skill issue, honestly.
Sounds like a skill issue in life.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Didn't even make any sense. You can't take that. You have to refute. If that wasn't a logical fucking
taking it.
What does it mean that you're a skill issue? What from who? You have to defend. You'd be like, that's stupid.
What are you talking about? You're trying to get me to stand up for myself?
Yes. I
talked about 1,000 more hours in this game than you do. I don't need to prove myself.
No, but you can push back on stupid shit and call me out and make me be a dumbass, which I am.
Well, I
want all of my friends and everybody I know to be more pushy. I'm serious. I talked about that on a stream. Every show that has characters and friends and people interacting, they're all so fucking pushy. And not in a bad way. Sometimes in a bad way, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They talk to their friends, and they get their friends to do things, and they influence them.
Oh, hello.
They're not afraid to like influence people. Your friends should do that. They should endeavor for the best for their friends, and you know.
Okay, how should I react next time? Should I be like, that was really mean, you shouldn't say that?
Well, do you actually think it was mean?
No, I didn't think it was mean.
Well, then that's a lie, so don't do that. Hey, would it be better if I lied to you? Or... No, I don't think that's the correct response. Maybe call me wrong. Call me crazy, but somehow I don't feel like that's quite what I was hoping for.
No, I'm just matching the vibe. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I have the vibe of a liar, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Which is a dirty, cheating liar, actually.
You come into my stream, you don't defend yourself and call me a fucking liar. What a world we live in. I guess that is the culture, a toxic culture that I breed on my streams.
Yeah, this is the. I'm the culture fit
for
your streams right now, so.
Yeah, we do a lot of breeding on my streams. That's just.
Hey, so the rail goes into the lava. If you didn't know that, so maybe don't go all the way to the left.
Oh, I'm not stupid. I wouldn't do that.
Okay, well, you know, I'm just letting you know.
That was mean. I'm sorry.
What do I even say to that? How am I supposed to react?
Cleverness.
Yeah, but
how would I react if you said something mean to me? What would I do? I'd probably say something witty or try and then fail. But I think the effort matters. Oh my, where the fuck am I? This is hell. I know there's literal hell, but this is like hell. This is like double hell.
That's the underground desert. That's where you are right now.
Welcome to the underground.
Welcome to the underground.
I hate that so much. I couldn't.
How was the fall?
I wasn't exaggerating when I played the fucking Undertale Welcome to the Underground video on stream and couldn't make it through. That was me. I genuinely couldn't make it through. I was like, I couldn't handle it.
I watched you watch it, and the look on your face, you were cringing like I'd never seen you cringe before, and it was beautiful.
I actually couldn't handle it. There was like something wrong with me. Again, I sometimes if the song... Ooh, sturdy fossil.
Sturdy fossil, yeah.
Sturdy fossil is my favorite item in this game. There are many items in this game, but it is my favorite. I really like it.
Get
really
sturdy
like
fossil
it.
shit.
It's my favorite.
Excited.
Why am I here? I'm gonna die here in sadness and decay.
You're like kind of a meanderer, I'm noticing. You know?
Right now, today, I think I am. I think I'm too distracted. It might be because I'm tired, and it might be because you're here. But I'm just doing... I found just 2 life crystals like 2 feet away from each other, so you know what?
That's good.
Meandering.
Can I make
yeah,
a
this
house
does feel like the
shaped as a
motivation
penis?
of doing shit is very different than Minecraft. I don't like Minecraft. I just want to build a cool base. And get stuff.
There's definitely more of a sense of progression in this game than in Minecraft. Like way more.
Well, I have to find
so
what...
many
I
rides.
feel like there are definitive goals, and I have to find out what they are.
Well, we can fight the first boss.
I mean, I think the point is, like, I don't know if it's maybe the guide will tell you all of this, but it doesn't feel super clear what I'm, like... I feel like there should be goals, and there are, and I don't know what they are. Maybe that's the same with Minecraft, where if I played it for the first time, I don't know if I would know everything. How to make everything.
I mean, there's nothing in the game that tells you, like, craft Eye of Ender and go to the end portal. You know, like, that's just, like, common knowledge, I feel like, at this point.
Common knowledge. No, I mean, that's meant to be... There's no guide in that game either to tell you how to do any of this stuff. Now,
sure,
there's Focus Book. I think the Eye of Ender thing is meant to be as a... Is meant to be basically... Huh, what is this item I can craft? I don't know what it does. And you can click it, and what it does, it throws in the air. It goes somewhere. So it doesn't tell you, but you might think, oh, maybe this leads somewhere. Just as a thought. And then eventually drops down on the ground, so you just guess, maybe there's something here, I don't know. So you start digging around, you might find something. And when you find there's like a weird little structure with eyes in it.
Yeah, but before you had the crafting book, there would be no way for you to even know
items
that
is the one thing that's like, I don't know how people are meant to know items. I think that's just stuff you're meant to like look up, basically.
Yeah.
Or know.
True.
It's a very internet game. But I feel like that's almost like not diegetic. That's not the right word. But it's like, oh, you know, it takes you to a place. So okay, whatever. You find that it leads you to a thing. You look at it. You see other Eye of Enders in a little ring, right?
True.
It's somewhere missing. So you think, well, what if I put it there? You come back with more, and then it opens up. It's very not obvious. But I feel like there is a thoroughfare. There's like a path of it kind of showing it to you in a very natural way, as opposed to having to explain the specifics. But most people aren't going to do that.
I get what you're saying too, but I feel like for the guide, I think you're really intended, like, anything that is labeled as a material in the items, you can put it in the guide and it'll show you everything from like the beginning of the game to the end of the game.
I will say, I'm saying that I'm not trying to criticize the guide. I think the guide is fine. Someone was on the other chat was telling me that everything you can do in this game, you don't need to look up anything in this game at all.
Right, but I don't think it's true. Like, I feel like it's way easier to not. But I mean, I can tell you like the order in which you should fight the bosses, even though there's not a designated order to do so in, unless like some of them are.
I don't even know what they are.
A lot of them aren't.
Again, just playing this game without knowing anything. I only know there's bosses because I've seen some people play them. If I didn't know that, I would know there's bosses or what they would do or how they're related or if there's... Is there an end game? Is there like an end?
Yeah.
I will say that the end of Minecraft is meant to be a joke. It's intentionally like, not shit, but like nothingness. That was on purpose. That was like a joke made by the developer. About like, how do you, like, basically he was like, Minecraft doesn't need an ending. But people wanted an ending and he gave them an ending.
I mean, this game literally has like a roll credits, and it's like you can keep playing on the same world, but there's not much to do, you know, unless you want to build some builds.
I mean, Minecraft, you go back and then it's like, well, yeah, I've beaten the game. Now I cannot keep playing. Minecraft. He didn't want Minecraft to have an ending. The original developer of Minecraft.
Right.
So the actual like the fucking 10 minutes of text that says nothing, pseudo philosophical stuff.
Yeah.
Is like that's all ripping on that thing.
I've always kind of felt like when you beat the Ender Dragons when the game starts, you know, like I've always just like,
well,
you get your
you're caught up with all the new stuff. Before they had like, oh no, you get the Elytra after going, you have to go like deeper into the end and shit like that, which to me all still feels very new. I know it's not. I've never done that actually legitimately. I might have done that like.
Elisha was like 6 years old now.
I know it's not new anymore, but that still feels relatively new to me. Because it's stuff that's stuff I've never actually done legitimately. You know, there's a chance I've never even done the Ender Dragon legitimately.
Yeah, I don't think I did before like this year or two, so I don't know.
But yeah, because that would, and maybe I think it's changed a bit. Maybe they're with adding more stuff to it that they're trying to make it more not progression based, but kind of. But that's not. I don't think that was ever the intention of Minecraft. That's adding an extra new, you know, ore. Was it netherite?
Yeah.
Like that, is that necessary? Does that actually fundamentally make the game better? Does it do anything? Does that add anything to the game except having one more thing to dig?
It's more convenient. I mean, it's not even like necessarily stronger. It just is more durability. Doesn't really mine much faster.
You had options of getting your diamond sword more durable. You can enchant.
Right.
Like, what does it fundamentally do to the design of the game?
Not much. Honestly, ever since they added mending, durability is not really an issue anyway. It's just like how often you have to charge your weapons and stuff. But like,
I feel like
I don't know. Netherite is not really all that impactful.
I don't know if anything that's been added in recent years has done anything to the design of the game.
Yeah.
For better or for worse, it kind of hasn't. I mean, do you disagree?
No, I mean, I don't really. I mean, as far as I can think, like, the redstone updates, I think, were probably the most impactful, like when they added the observer, but...
That's more like for, like, deeper level of... well, anything, like, let's say, anything to do with, like, you know, adding adventure maps, when they added a lot of really, like... instead of texture packs, they had resource packs and stuff like that. That was a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, that is a lot of, like, the game is very data-driven now, and so you can make a lot of customizations through, like, servers, which is a big deal.
A lot of tools for making stuff as opposed to the actual game itself. But finally, the game is exactly the same as it always was. Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
I have seen that guy live. I've told this story before. I went to my prom, which a lot of people didn't. It wasn't, like, exceptionally fun. It wasn't exceptionally not fun, but I felt like I should have gone, and I'm glad I went.
I liked my prom.
Yeah, you were like a popular cool kid. I was a fucking nerd.
Well...
with my small friend group. People that I was somewhat close with. They were cool. But a teacher I was partial to was the English teacher. He was the father of Eddie Carter. From band, by the way. If you know who that is.
Yes, Eddie, I think. I don't know.
He was
his last name.
He was a percussionist.
Yes, I did know him.
He went to my school. He's younger than me. His father went there. He was good friends with my sister. He was the guy who went to the Tom Petty concert.
Oh, I see.
For clarity, because they were on the drumline together. But William Carter, his father, my English teacher, who was a very good teacher, I liked him a lot, said I danced like David Byrne, because he had to be one of the chaperones. And I don't know how to take that.
No, I think that's a compliment. I think that's great, actually.
I might have seen David Byrne at that point. I might have been after I'd seen David Byrne.
That's cool.
Yeah, and yes, he does all the dancing. I don't even know what to do right now. I'm just like fumbling around.
Wait, look, I'm gonna lead us in the right direction. So we're gonna build an arena, and we're gonna find a boss.
You don't need to build an arena.
All right? Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
You definitely do.
No, we don't.
Sure, you do.
No,
Just put some platforms out, make it long, and
listen.
Then
if I was gonna play this game for real, I wouldn't have done that because I wouldn't know that I needed to do that.
Okay, well then let's do it. Let's do it not like that.
Play it like play it like a baby.
Like a baby.
Crawl on the ground like a baby. Can you do that?
We're already in normal mode, so we're already playing like a baby.
Can you do that for me, please? Cry real loud.
Right. Oh, that's so good. You do that for me. That's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Jungle torch. Interesting. Iron skin potion. All this shit that I'm never gonna use.
Yeah. So you need a demon altar in order to craft the boss summons, and the demon altars are found in those big long shoots. Naturally? I have no idea. Actually, no. If you put a lens in, yeah, if you put a lens in the guide, he will tell you how to what it crafts and where to craft it.
I found a couple lenses, so let me ask him then. Coffee.
Also, put slime in there too. There's a boss summon you can make with slime.
I like slime.
Yeah, or gel, I mean.
You fan of slime girls?
I like B. B tier. B tier girls.
I didn't ask you to rate them. Compared to
But you
other
said
girls of
ask us-
different types, I just asked, what do you think of them?
Well, I said they're about B tier.
And your first thought was, oh, let me rank them against other kinds of girls, I guess.
Well, you don't know what other kinds of girls I'm including.
I don't. That's why it's even more confusing. That doesn't make it
Well,
better.
then-
That makes it worse.
See, that's how conversation works. Is that I'm leading on the conversation. I'm probing
leading
to
me on?
like
That's not okay.
allow
You can't
you
do
to
that.
do
That's
more.
kinda
You know,
fucked up.
that's how it works. So,
Yeah, that's rude. I talked
like,
about
would you rather me just said
socialize.
like, yeah, I like them, and then the conversation's over? But now that's so much more interesting.
No. Actually, I just wanted to mess with you.
Okay,
I think you already
yeah,
knew that,
that's
though.
good. Yeah, I do that. There's a couple ways we can make progress. We
Should
can
use my
build
phone,
houses.
sure.
We can make bosses.
We can do whatever we want. I'm gonna dig to the bottom.
And shit.
Let me talk to Mr. I mean, I was more like just... I think I'm too distracted to think properly today. So it's like, I'm just like, I have 15 lenses.
Quite a lot.
I wonder if I could... Oh, that was you. I was like, man, I didn't know I had a new friend. That was actually a real human.
That's me. I'm right here.
They say there's a person who will tell you how to survive in this land. Oh, wait, it's me.
Wow.
You gather five. I
Dylan.
actually think I have not used magic at all. I feel like
There's,
there's
you
a
know,
whole
there's
mechanic.
classes in this game. You know, like you can make classes.
I don't go to school anymore. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like you can be a mage, you can be a sorcerer,
What does that have
or
to
you
do
can
with-
be
What does that
a.
have to do with class? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's because it's like a socioeconomic thing.
Mechanical eye summons the twins. It's 3 lenses, any 5 iron bars, and soul of light.
Yeah.
Optic staff needs black lens, hollowed bar, and soul of sight. What the fuck is it? Summon deer clops. Deer thing. Okay, I can. Oh, there's 2 recipes for it. Archery potion. Suspicious looking eye. Just needs. Oh, that's goggles. Just needs 6 lenses. So I can summon Eye of Cthulhu. Let's do it now.
Yeah, but you see, the required objects is demon altar, so you have to be next to a demon altar to craft it.
Can I ask him how to make a demon altar?
You have to find it. It's in the corruption. We can go get one.
So if you never delve into the corruption, you'll never find it, and you'll just never make any progress.
That's why you gotta explore.
Summon deer clops. I mean, I'm not against deer clops. I don't think I can. He needs fucking like light souls or shit. Something. Left or right?
I don't know which one's closer.
Left.
Okay.
Dramatically. Because I'm surrounded
Well.
by corruption for some fucking ungodly reason.
You just
Can't
like
believe we're matching
emanate
blue.
corruption.
We're twinning. It's like the twin mechanical eyes.
Oh yeah, that's one of the mechanical bosses that you fight in hard mode. You'll
Are we
get
in hard
there.
mode?
No, we're still in normal.
What do you mean
mode.
when am I gonna move to hard mode? I haven't even beaten the game.
Well, you'll find out. You know, like the
Are you
hard mode.
convinced I'm
There's
gonna
a
play 1,000
distinct.
hours of this game?
No.
What is your estimate of how long
this-
I'll ever play this game? In my life?
Like probably at most 20 hours.
Only 20?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you'll like enjoy it and want to keep playing like recreationally outside of streaming. So we have to go down one of these shoots.
What games
by
do
the
you think I
way.
played?
Number one.
What is the last game I played recreationally outside of streaming?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So I guess I don't know.
This is my recreational streaming, in some cases.
Okay, well,
I mean, 2 hours of gaming every day is kind of a lot, isn't it?
this is a dead end. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, there's some days I don't game, but I'd probably like watch TV or do some other form of entertainment for 2 hours a day at least.
Adventure. I would actually really want I kind of would dig Hello Kitty Violent. Hello Kitty Violent Adventure, my favorite game.
Oh my God, this is the wrong hole.
What?
This is the wrong hole. We gotta go to a different hole. We gotta find the hole that goes all the way down.
Hole? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure, you know what that is?
No, what is that?
It is basically a mixture of Hello Kitty, Animal Crossing, and Breath of the Wild.
Sounds awesome.
Kind of is. Everyone's playing it. It's like, oh my god, this is actually really fucking good. People play them on a lark, and then they're like, wait, actually, this is kind of great. I want to send it to my sister because she likes Animal Crossing, she likes Breath of the Wild, and she likes Hello Kitty, and I don't think she's heard of the game. I think the physical comes out in March, and I might, if she hasn't bought it by then, I'll send it to her a copy.
Gotcha.
As a little surprise.
I mean, it sounds good.
Don't tell
based on what he told me. We can't mine this stuff yet, so we have to go back up and find a
But
different hole
even
that goes
more
further down.
stuff. I see. So you lied to me. But
What?
you had 1,000 hours. Didn't you know how to get this demon altar?
No, I do. We found the wrong hole. And you can break this stuff. I just haven't told you yet because I was trying to let you find out on your own. So.
Well, I figured that I couldn't break it by the fact that I can't break it.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna die. Oh, there's water. Oh, this hole sucks. This sucks.
Oh.
They need guys. Developers, you need better sound effects. So I need like the. There we go. There we go. Lovely.
I don't know, the
anybody
squish you
watching
made
this,
as
I'm
you
so
fell was
sorry that
pretty
this is
good.
as garbage as it is. I need like the oof sound effects or something. I need real gamers effects.
Oof.
I feel like if you play this game to completion and then you start over again, it's not as fun because then you don't have any of your cool equipment and you're slow and sad.
But then once you get it back again, it feels so good.
That's like it's like again talking about Binding of Isaac or any other roguelike. That's the worst part. Is you're having a really good run and you're fucking great and then you die and you don't finish it. And then you're starting from scratch again and it's like, oh fuck, I suck. It's so tedious. Fighting enemies sucks. It's like it takes so many hits.
Well, you get good at like finding out what's good quickly and what things you can do in order to power up really fast when you replay a lot of times.
What, Binding of Isaac or roguelikes?
Well, both. I mean,
well, Binding of Isaac is so random that it's hard to know. You kind of have to build with what you get.
I mean, that's true. But you can still you can min-max your chances of getting good things too. So
if you're a pro, and I'm shite. Oh, this is the bad hole.
Yeah, that's the bad hole. We gotta
There's
go
two
down
holes,
that hole.
and neither one's good in this case.
Oh, we gotta go over one hole. I think
holes.
that the hole next to the one we just went down would be a good one because it was really deep down.
How deep is your hole? How deep is your hole? Sorry, I
Is that how deep is your love? But how deep is your hole?
Yes.
I love that song.
What was I gonna? I was gonna say something else. I got distracted.
This one should be good.
Before you talking about holes, what were we talking about?
Hello Kitty Adventure.
After that. What were we literally just talking about?
Roguelikes. Binding of Isaac.
Well, some games are better paced in terms of enemies aren't as strong, and it kind of feels comparable. Like I don't think I never felt bad about restarting in Hades, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't this not the hole that we were in before that I died in?
No, this is the one right next to the hole.
I goddamn died in. You know, it's pretty rough.
See, look, you got these demon altars over here. They're right. See these guys?
Goddamn. Dagnabbit.
This is a demon altar.
I had people who. Why there's? Can I take one home?
No, they're stuck here.
That's lame. You know what's lame? This game is lame. Can't believe you play a game like this.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right, should we just use it here?
No, no, probably not.
You sure?
You have to do it during nighttime too. I don't know if
the
it's
temptation
nighttime.
to click it right. What happens if you use it when it's not nighttime?
It just doesn't do anything.
But does it use it? Does it actually use it?
No, it just doesn't do anything.
Oh, I was gonna say because I would probably use it and be like, this did nothing, and then never make another one.
Well, we needed to go home anyway, so that was perfect.
I don't need this money. Is money useful? I don't feel like it's useful in the slightest. The fact that there's no consequences for dying feels like it's just like death warping.
Well, the higher difficulties, you have more consequence for dying.
Is this night or is this sunrise or sunset?
The music has to change in order for it to be nighttime. It's about to be nighttime.
Are you in the sky?
I'm making a platform above you. Your screen's just really zoomed in,
cheating.
so you can't see me. Because I don't know.
I'm gonna go on the opposite direction of the platform, so we can't use that to fight it with.
Okay, I'll break it, and then we'll go over this way.
Pretend you don't know that you're supposed to min-max.
I'm sorry, it was like unconscious movement. Like I wasn't even trying to do it.
Unconscious gamer has muscle memory from playing this game for 77,000 hours. All right, let me get a drink of water. Or Wawa.
See, the music's about to change, I think.
Has anyone heard of Wawa?
I think so.
What is it? I am mean, aren't I? Every time you say, I think I've heard what you talk about, I have to question you to prove if you know it or not.
Well, that's fair. I mean, I don't know. I've heard someone say it, but I don't know. I didn't know it was.
What do you know about Wawa? Basically, is my question.
I know. I'm thinking about like Wawa, like the
Peanuts.
Like the voices from
the Peanuts.
Yeah.
I was gonna say yes, the Peanuts. Anyways, let's do this.
Hey, it's
Wawa
here, by
is
the
a
way.
it's like a quick trip kind of gas station-esque place. Often seen like more like
Oh,
north.
shit.
I say that I've only been to one, and it was during my recent trip in Florida. It's very popular. People very much like it. There are very many fans of Wawa. You go there in the middle of the night, get some food, and they have like an actual like place that makes food.
It's like a quick trip almost, or
Yeah. Exactly. But a
yeah,
little
I
different.
like quick trip.
And I think
The same,
Quick
but
Trip,
different.
it's older than Quick Trip, where people like this has been around for longer, so the idea and the novelty of Quick Trip is still a little bit more recent. Ooh, this music.
The
What do you
music's
think
so
about this
good.
music? Or the music in general? Soundtrack.
I'm so horribly biased and nostalgic about all the music, so I love all the music.
Well, I'm here to ask you to compare it with Minecraft, because they're very different in mood and tone.
Yes. I have a hard
so.
time comparing them because I love the Minecraft music. I think a lot of the Minecraft music is more listenable.
What do you mean by like casually listenable?
Yeah.
That's kind of
versus,
ironic
like,
for how like, you know, it's not Minecraft music is not ambient. It is actually very melodic.
True.
So that's not necessarily accurate.
Oh,
Could you say? Do
it's
you
true,
think there's
baby.
one is better than the other one?
I mean, they serve different purposes, I'd say. I don't know.
It's fair. I like the soundtrack, and some of these games are very melodic and very memorable to me. So I don't want to complain, and I don't want to be biased and say that Minecraft I think is better, but I do feel like it's a little better.
Probably true. I think
I
it's
tend to
probably
like
better
beautiful. I tend to like
produced,
pretty
maybe.
tracks more. And Minecraft is so
Yeah.
full of so many beautiful music that like makes you feel things.
Yeah.
But a lot of this music is not intended to make you feel that way, you know? Also, I like C418. Like, even his
Yeah.
other music, he's got like a lot of good albums. I'm gonna die very promptly.
You can go to the nurse.
No,
if
I've
you
got
can
it.
make it.
What kind of nurse is she? Is she like the nurse from Ferris Bueller?
Oh my god!
What the fuck was that? Yo, what was that? What happened?
That was a falling star just killed the boss.
Oh fuck, dude, he kill stole. Yo, that's fucked up, man. He stole my kill.
Wow!
Can't believe he
I've
stole
only
my
ever
kill.
seen that happen once before. That was crazy.
You seen that happen before? Wow. What did we find?
Well, I was
another
actually. Well, did you make another summon for it?
one? No.
Well,
it drop
we can't
anything?
find another one. Yeah. See, it's got the Crimsonite, the Demonite ore
What? Where? What? Huh?
on the bottom. The 80.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Pulsing with dark energy. Dark energy.
And you can check what to make with it in Dylan.
I'll check what to make with you,
What?
friends.
Yippee.
You just do the fucking yippee meme.
Yeah, I did.
You can make bar,
What about it?
you can make brick, and you can make deer clops. I just need flink's fur, and we can fight a deer clops.
I think you get Flink's fur from the
Flinks?
snow biome.
A flink's.
Yeah.
I'd imagine you get flink's fur from a flink's. That's why it's called flink's fur. That makes logical sense to me.
It's true. It's from the Flinks, so that makes sense.
What if I make all of my demonite into bricks?
That would be foolish.
That's
I'd
what
say.
we call in the business a bad move.
Yeah, probably.
What if I make it all into
not best
the
of
bars? You can only make fucking 3 things with it.
Well, the bars you make a lot with, so it's ore, you know.
Your ore. Either
Your
or.
mama ore, your daddy ore, your uncle ore, your cousin ore, your mama ore.
I don't get it. Am I a boat?
Maybe
Bad joke. That's a horrible joke.
that was pretty stupid, but what I said was even stupider, so I don't know. Even
Malaise. That's a fucking disease. What do you mean I can make malaise?
stupider. Malaise.
Light Spain. I do like swords more than this fucking Batwing, but this Batwing is incredibly strong. War Axe of the Night. Demon Bow. Fisher of Souls. Okay, this is a horrible way of looking at this stuff. What I wanted was a pickaxe.
You can make the pickaxe after you make or get the next boss. So if you put the ore in Dylan, you need the
What?
ore, you need the bars. And
Sorry,
you need something else
what?
too. What?
Where are we putting it? What do you mean? Where?
Put the bar in Dylan. You know, just see what you can craft with the bars. In
Stick it
Dylan.
in his input slot, you mean? Like a
Yeah,
computer?
stick it in his slot. He'll tell you what to do with it.
Don't call him that. That's a little rude.
He's very seasoned. You know.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Yeah, very seasoned.
Well seasoned. Magi luminescence. Creates movement speed and acceleration. Provides light when worn. I need that in topaz. I actually have all that. I could make that.
Oh yeah.
Shadow Greaves. I like how I still have no armor. Someone was relentlessly angry at me for not making armor last stream.
Well, we have a lot of ore. We have like 400 silver ore.
Why would I need armor for, though? I didn't even die during the boss. I like how you're gonna make a fucking platform to fight this guy. We didn't even die once. That seems so unnecessary.
Well, you know, I'm used to playing on harder difficulties, so it's kind of necessary in those.
The Breaker. Nightmare Pickaxe. Gets Demonite and Shadow Scale. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Shadow Scale you get from the next boss. So.
Is the trick just to find stuff and go to the hell thing and see what I can do with it until it says spawn a new creature? The only other creature I know is a Deerclops. By the way,
well, yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, there was the crossover between Don't Starve.
Oh, I love Don't Starve.
Yeah.
The game
the luminescence thing is also a Deerclops item, or a
I need to play
Don't Starve thing.
Don't Starve would be a fun game to play on stream. That's a game I actually genuinely enjoy. It's a game I would never finish, but I would always just start.
Yeah, I played Don't Starve together with my neighbor growing up for like a little bit, but
I
our
remember when Don't Starve together
so
came out.
bad.
I never played it because I have the original. I don't think I have any of the DLC for it either. I think I just have the original game.
It always seemed like something I'd really enjoy.
Never played it much?
No, not really.
Fucking lamer.
Yeah, what you said. Yeah, what you said.
Yeah, you don't fight back at all. Is that
Maybe
like plus
like
10
it.
fun value? Why? Listen, feckless is the word that the British people would use to call you. A feckless child. Feckless. Not fuckless. Feckless. Do I need to look up the definition of feckless to clarify?
I'm a third child, so...
What, does that mean you're stupid or something?
I go with the flow, dude.
Sorry, that was mean. it was funny, but it was mean. Feckless. I know what the word feckless means, but let me look up the dictionary definition. Lacking initiative or strength of character. Irresponsible.
That's awful.
Weak or ineffective. She, like, the sentence. She cannot rely on her feckless son. Weak in character and lacking determination.
Feckless son.
I love the word feckless. You're incompetent. You're futile.
Weak.
You're fucking weak. You're fucking futile.
Boys knew
you're
fucking
weak.
weak.
You fucking know nothing. Nobody know nothing. You come into my place in my town. You look at me. You look at me in the eye. You go there. You go there. You look at me. You tell me, yeah, I can't do it. Then I know what you really are. You're feckless. Feckless, fuckless, luckless motherfucker. Get out of my sight. And
really
the two guys guarding me, like, push him out of the door. It's me being the dawn of my own fucking, like, mafia group. Welcome back.
I like that.
What? Me being the dawn of my own mafia group?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, actually.
You're using my
Yeah,
lawn?
I am.
Did you cut down trees? Do you know
I did.
Wait a second. What are you doing?
I'm following the...
No. Go down to the first floor.
Yeah.
So that's the floor -1. This is the first floor. What do you see? You see a door here, right?
Yeah, I see a door
So
there.
they can jump out of the window if they ever feel like this fucking Soviet bloc building is too much for them. Then, the same thing, but the door's on the left this time.
Oh.
And it's on the right. And then with the fourth floor is like a little extra, like this is like the living quarters, or this is like you chill,
the intermission
watch a movie. Then it's back to the same.
Okay, I'm getting the pattern now. I'm understanding.
It's like when you have like the apartments in Crestwell, and then in the middle there's like the kitchen area that no one uses.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like middle part is like the kitchen.
So like this is what I got going on.
I would say make it smaller so it fits. So there's like a weird indent.
Well, I was gonna make this into like 2 different rooms, like here and here, like left and right.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be shit.
Okay, I get the dilemma now. Okay.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem. If I wanted to not make it shit, I'd have to rebuild my house, and I've already started what I'm doing, so I feel obliged to stick with it.
No,
you ever seen
think we
Krusty
should stick
Towers?
to
I'm
it.
basically making a fucking shitty Soviet bloc hotel.
So like,
You ever seen Half-Life?
that?
Cheesecake is here watching. Yeah! 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 You couldn't see what was going on, don't worry about it. I'm gonna scare someone's cat.
Smacking my damn face.
Cats like swiping my face. I wonder if they don't like me.
That's usually a good sign that they don't like you.
What, swiping?
Yeah.
Well,
unless you're Swiper.
Make Cheesecake
he
happy
just does
for
that.
me.
It's part of his nature.
Unflinching. Yeah, I figure. Whenever I actually act on stream, they don't like it. Guys, only 2 more hours before I can buy something again, and I can go and spend my hard-earned money to buy food.
I actually forgot today. I got Zaxby's. I felt really bad afterward.
You fucking bastard. You betrayed.
I did it.
Down. You betrayed our company. Fund decreased 10%. Yeah, that wasn't very fun, was it?
I'm sorry.
Do I need to tell another joke about Tifa sitting on me again?
Damn, Tifa! Oh my gosh. I joined that stream as soon as you were like on the beach too. I was like, oh my god. Damn.
People thought they nerfed Tifa in the previous game. I like I'm just watching you now. I'm having fun just seeing you build stuff.
See, this is what streaming's all about. This is why I just sit and watch you stream
stuff
instead of playing my own games.
Forgot the door.
Oh like, my god, we just talked about this. Oh my god.
Kink raised 10%. So fun decreased 10%, but kink raised by 10. Hey, that was a good bit. Tifa, I actually took the time to edit that into a proper clip and not just the one that was on Twitch. Because I was told that you should actually make time and effort to edit stuff. Tifa was like, "Oh man, this bench, it's all broken. I don't think it can hold my weight. I can't sit on it." So then I was like, "Hey Tifa, I think I have something you can sit on." It's good. It's well timed. It's classic. It does suck, doesn't it?
It does suck.
This bottom floor is always going to be a little different. I almost wondered if it should be like this stupid, really shitty, horrible first floor that I did, but I don't think it should be.
Well, maybe the next floor can be like this shitty small floor.
You know what I actually think I should do?
What was it?
I think I should actually like make an indent on this side as well.
Nata.
Like you see what I mean?
No, I think I'm getting it.
So like that would that be here? How many? The one thing about this versus Minecraft is I can't just count blocks.
You can on the top left you can turn a ruler on. And you open your inventory. There's like a little tiny little button.
I know how to turn
a ruler on and off.
I can turn anybody on, ruler or otherwise.
Okay.
That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it sucked.
What would they even be rolling? Where do you see ruler?
Open your inventory. There's like 3 small little buttons on the very top left.
Buttons?
The very bottom one it says ruler. See, like that.
That's 7. Good movie.
The ruler used to be like its own item, and then they're like, no one is using it, so we're just gonna add it to the inventory instead.
That's 7. Good movie. Just repeating what I said.
7.
I was almost gonna like if we were gonna do movies this week, I was almost gonna bring up watching another shitty, horrible, sad movie.
That's like the 3rd time in a row.
I know, that's why. Kink continues to raise. I mean, Kink always raises when I'm on stream.
That's
I can't help it.
They like see through the cracks on the walls.
Well, sometimes I forget that I don't have socks on, and I put my feet up on my desk, and if the camera's the right angle, I can see it. It's like half a second, but like I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that.
My desktop background is my friend from high school's feet up on his desk, and they're like horribly dirty. They're like disgusting.
That's fucking disgusting. That's fucking wretched. There's something wrong with you as a human, and I don't like that. That's like illogical.
Oh, you know, it was funny. His name is Joe, so we call him the Jeet. And on one of his feet, he only has 3 toes. So.
Sorry, I didn't know that fact about. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, so like when he was like in womb, his umbilical cord was wrapped around his leg, like around his thigh. So cut his dick off, and so he.
Most people don't say in womb when he was in womb.
In utero. What do you want me to say?
That's a Vernava album.
What?
Nirvana?
The Charlie Merchant's here.
Never heard of Nirvana?
Oh, I know Nirvana. What you got, Charlie Merchant?
Yeah, but no, most people don't phrase it, we were in womb. Remove jacket, kink up 10%, skinny up 15%. I mean, you should see me when I wear a tank top on stream. It's even worse.
They got devil horns. I'm gonna put my little devil horns on.
They're
so unreadable.
Is there a marriage? What's happening over there? Is there a fucking marriage ceremony?
What?
I see 2 people and then another guy. I'm like, are they getting married? What's happening? Who is this?
The traveling merchant's here, Mercer. See, look at him.
Have you tried using purification powder? Who is this? Ebenstone. What is the Ebenstone?
Ebenstone is the corruption stone that you can
Shut up,
mine,
that's spoilers.
Well, you asked.
That was rhetorical.
Okay.
But you know what? I appreciate your answer. It was quick. Should I buy this guide to environmental preservation?
It just makes it so that you can't kill squirrels and other critters when it's in your inventory. But no, I like killing
That's what
them,
I live
so
for.
I don't ever buy it.
Dirt rot.
Yeah, so
is this just like what? Wait, what?
That's what it says. What it says is what it does.
I mean, yeah, it's stuff like this where I would just have to buy it to try it, even if it's shit.
That's part of the fun.
Mercer, like Matt Mercer, or like Mercer University. Meet me behind Dylan's house in about 3 hours. That's really fucking shady. That is so fucking shady sounding.
How do you go behind Dylan's house? Like
Sunshine. Do you know what this is? Do you have any idea what Sunshine of Israponi is?
No idea.
Oh shit! You know, oh that's crazy. For 2 reasons. This is like coming full circle to stream. First of all, Sunshine of Israponi was. Do you know what Shadow of Israfel was?
Maybe.
I'm gonna bring back the Yogscast because they made
this does look like Yogscast actually.
Shadow of Israfel was the big series that they did. It was like the first ever like massive YouTube series for Minecraft that got them like millions and millions of subscribers. It was a story-based thing. Story and lore and all these characters that they got wrapped into it. And it was huge. They did a small spin-off series when they were doing Minecraft mods early on called Sunshine of Israponi, where they were all ponies. It was like the pony mod. Famously, a person who now works for the Yogscast as a streamer, a person I've also already mentioned called Boba, who did the Boba skip for Metal Gear.
Yep.
They did a competition for like the Yogscast for people to send in shirts for ideas, and Boba sent in a Sunshine of Israponi t-shirt that she had made that got in on the video, and later on she eventually met them and now works with them as a streamer for the Yogscast.
That's awesome.
So Sunshine of Israponi can be placed by B Witch. Her name is Boba Witch. It's like everything we already talked about is now in the game.
Wow.
Very
it's like
strange.
you knew.
Which means I'm gonna buy it.
I put one in our house, in our little
I've already bought
auditorium area. We have 2 now.
Yeah, it's Simon and Lewis from the Yogscast. But like that, what a fucking... Again, it's like the Matrix. It's too surreal. Why don't we put one on every single room in the house?
Alright, I'll go buy 5 more. I don't know if I have enough money. I bought like some other thing I didn't really want.
Those torches, that's why I can't place that.
I have 2. I have 2 more.
Why do I have more money than you? What are you, stupid?
So I spent a lot of it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, what are you, stupid or something? I love saying that.
Stupid?
Could be worse. Like my favorite streamer who says, do you have a fucking dent in your head, chat member? And I think that's a very good way of saying
Fucking
things.
dent in your head? Who says that? Is that Northern Lion?
No, that is Vini Vine Sauce.
I see.
Here's the thing. I don't have enough... Listen, chat members, I want you guys to be more fucking shit-talking. You guys aren't mean or... You don't say enough unhinged shit for me to ever comment on it. You're too normal and nice and lovely and peaceful and wonderful and really nice and really cool, and I like you guys a lot. If you were more unhinged, then I could comment on your unhinged nature.
What if, like, next time I'm in chat, I just, like, this stream is shit, and I just don't elaborate at all?
That's not unhinged. That's just mean.
What?
I mean unhinged.
Okay.
Do you know what unhinged means?
No, I
Like
mean,
you're
I
a
try my best
psychopath.
to be unhinged.
Like, I wonder if I could fit my entire body in the... I don't know. Never mind. I don't even want to think about, like... Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Imagine you're streaming and you're playing like a nice baby Kirby game and someone's like, how deep do you think Kirby's mouth is?
I mean...
Or what do you think Yoshi's eggs smell like? That's unhinged.
I mean, Yoshi has a cloaca, right? I mean, like, I feel like they probably smell like eggs.
Why would Yoshi have a
normal eggs.
cloaca? Sorry, you want to
Because he
clarify?
lays eggs, like, there's... I mean...
He shoots eggs out of his mouth and also lays them. But how does he lay them? Does
Through
every
his
creature that lay
cloaca.
eggs have a cloaca?
I think?
You don't know,
No?
do you?
No, that's definitely not. Wait. Reptiles don't have cloacas, right? No, it's like birds.
And what creature are we talking about? Dinosaur. Is it a reptile or a bird? Nobody knows.
They're definitely birds.
Well,
they were way more birds.
Well, those are raptors are birds. But not every kind of dinosaur was a raptor. There's many different kinds of dinosaurs.
Well, he's like a raptor-shaped thing. I can say he's a raptor.
He's a Yoshi. He lives on Yoshi Island.
He's a dinosaur.
What about Birdo? She spits eggs out of her mouth. But can also
Birdo
like, speak.
Definitely has a cloaca. It's not even like a question in my mind. Because that's like that thing on her face.
That's a mouth. She speaks from it.
Well, I mean, cloaca is used for everything, so.
She doesn't speak by. Never mind. I don't. Okay, no, I don't want to say that. I have to keep in like.
Well, I want chat members to be more unhinged. No, I'm not going to say that.
Sometimes I don't want to talk about. Birdo communicates by queefing. You know, that doesn't sound very nice. That doesn't sound very pleasant.
No, but it is unhinged. I mean, that's what you asked for, so.
Yeah, but I can't be the unhinged one. Because I have to ask chat if they have a dent in their brain. They can't ask me. I can't have my guys saying, you know.
You set the tone. You know, you set the tone for the culture of your stream.
We talked about this before. There has to be a straight man, and there has to be a very crooked man who's stupid. And just says deranged stuff. Are you implying that I'm the one who's deranged?
I think that might be exactly what I'm implying.
Only theropods evolved in birds. I don't know what that means. I wasn't a dinosaur kid. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. I know that's like minus 10 fun points. But I wasn't a dinosaur kid as a kid. I didn't get into dinosaurs at all. I don't know anything about dinosaurs. Should have bought more posters before that guy left.
I ran out of money. I losing my entire life savings.
I didn't realize that he was temporary.
Yeah,
I don't even know what a theropod. I've heard the word theropod, but I don't know what that means. I don't know anything about the eras of dinosaurs because everyone seemed to have like a dinosaur phase except for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I wanted to be an archaeologist at some point as a kid, but I don't know if I ever cared about dinosaurs.
Well, archaeologists has nothing to do with dinosaurs.
Yeah, but I think I just cared more about like I thought it'd just be fun to be like digging out in the middle of nowhere for like a week at a time. It's kind of the vibe.
I still think that'd be fun. I actually think now as an adult, I think I would have found that there's a chance, but I think I would have enjoyed that even more than some stuff I do now.
Yeah.
I love history. I love languages. I love locations and traveling. I love ancient stuff. And having to rub an artifact with a toothbrush for 5 hours doesn't bother me. Well, cheesecake is attacking. Why bother? Wow, it doesn't like you, fucker. Doesn't like you apparently. It's attacking your.
Hey, there's a tree right there. You gotta go around the tree.
I went up there on purpose, you moron.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I was trying to complain about how the cat was attacking you, and then you say something stupid, and that's why. I really am. I'm sorry. You don't deserve any of that. That's so mean.
No, just double down. It's fine.
Theropods are dinosaurs that walked on 2 legs. Oh, it's like raptors. Not like a Triceratops, for example.
Wait, so are theropods or raptors a kind of theropod then?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think some people think that birds are evolved from like pterodactyls. That's not true. Raptors, which were not flying animals.
Right.
I think I thought that as a kid, and I just didn't know better.
Well, I didn't even know like they knew that dinosaurs had like feathers when we were kids. I think that's kind of like in the last like 15 years.
No, we knew that as a kid. It wasn't like common knowledge.
Oh, okay. Well.
I mean, I was into like rock and minerals.
The minerals like Hank.
Yes.
Minerals.
I went to rock and mineral shows as a kid. I used to get geodes. Imagine taking your kid to rock and mineral shows, and there's just like a giant exhibit hall full of rocks. People showing.
I do like rocks.
I had a huge. I had a rock collection. There's somewhere, crystals and kinds. I knew about the rock cycle. I was so happy to have that segment. And again, I've mentioned this multiple times, but I'm pretty sure in my head I was gonna be like a fucking 7 dwarf, digging like jewels and gems and rubies. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I was interested. Obviously, it didn't stick, but I wrote a fucking essay. I won the district award for like a writing essay. I got a plaque for like college back in elementary school. It was a wooden plaque. Like my life achievement relating to me wanting to go to college in A&M and be a geologist.
That's awesome.
And I didn't go to A&M or be a geologist. Like rocks.
Probably for the better.
Like trains. But there's like, thinking about it, there are a lot of jobs I could have done, but I wasn't into dinosaurs as a kid. I almost wonder, like, I don't know what gets kids into certain things.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
what could have gotten me into this? Okay, I'm gonna drown here, aren't I?
Probably something you didn't even realize. You know, like you just kind of maybe you saw like a show of it and you just got enthralled with it, and then.
Well, it makes me wonder the stuff that I think is really cool now. What could have gotten me into it that didn't? Why didn't I fall in love with some of the stuff that I think I could have? And then now it's kind of a shame that I didn't. Like archaeology.
Maybe your taste can change as you get older too. I mean, like I don't enjoy all the things I did when I was in middle school.
What did you enjoy?
Terraria being an exception to that.
What do you not enjoy now that you enjoyed then?
That's actually a good question.
You make a statement, back it up. Learn to defend yourself.
I know. I'm trying to
Rhetoric
think.
and logic.
I mean, there's definitely like I feel like my taste
drown,
in. You still have like full bars, dude. Just climb up the wall. I feel like my taste ever refined in like the media that I still consume. You know,
so you
like
still consume the same kind of media.
Yeah, it's still like the same genres pretty much, but.
So that hasn't really changed.
Not particularly.
Is there anything, any fundamental types of things that you didn't, that you like now that you didn't then, or you liked then that you didn't now?
I mean, programming, but I didn't start doing that until college, so.
See, actually, I already did programming by then.
No, yeah, my 1301 was my first ever time I programmed in my entire life.
Why did you even do fucking programming as a career?
Because I liked it. I found out I liked it.
During the degree.
Yeah, but you know,
why did you choose to become a programmer? My dad bought me a Python book in like middle school.
I mean, I'd done like Scratch,
but I had always been interested in coding before then because I liked games and I wanted to make games.
I like games and I like computers, but I figured I'd work with games and computers. I was like, okay, I guess I'll learn coding, and then I liked coding, so I just kept doing it. It was one class, and I decided I liked it, and I kept doing it.
For something that I had never done before, in any way, that's crazy to me.
Well,
it worked out, but like that's like, man. Yes, you could have liked dinosaurs, you monster. I know. And I wasn't a good programmer. I was shit. That's why I was glad for classes that could help me get the real concepts that I've been trying for a long time properly. But yeah, I knew that kind of stuff, and I had specific reasons. I was like, I could make games, which I haven't done much with. I mean, I could have done like not a media studies degree because that's gonna be fucking useless. But I could have done something with that, entertainment. That seems like an obvious choice at this point, right? I could have done music.
Yeah.
It's also a relatively obvious choice. Or writing, as my dad suggested, as English was my best class, and I just was like, what am I gonna do with an English degree?
Well, I always wanted to teach, and I wanted, like, eventually that's, like, my goal when I retire. I want to be a professor for computer science or something.
You didn't know what?
Yeah, I knew I wanted to teach. So I like working with, like, the younger generation.
Ironically, I've taught a lot in my life.
I know, you've taught more than I have, actually. There's a shark down here.
Peer tutoring, even before peer tutoring. Like, not even just in college, even before then. I've talked about this before, haven't I?
Maybe.
I knew a guy, when I first joined marching band, there was a guy in the trumpet section. It was my freshman year, it must have been his senior year, maybe? Or maybe it was my 8th grade year, my first year in marching band, and he was like a junior. He was a great dude, he was a big influence on me. He started a business, a non-profit. I think both his parents were entrepreneurs, so he was in the right lifestyle to just do that kind of stuff as a kid.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's called it was a non-profit to teach. I don't know how to bridge this, by the way.
This is the ocean. This is the edge of the world.
What if I do? Is it?
Yeah, we can build over on top of it.
I don't know. There's still a gap. Whatever. Fuck it. Fuck the world. Not literally. Not the personification. Not like Gaia. But like. No, but he started a business. I like fucking 14 years old. Clarify, the business was already around. I met him when he was a junior in high school, but he'd already started the business for a couple of years. It was a non-profit to teach people tech stuff. Cool. Because he had taken tech classes, and they were expensive, and they were shit. He's like, I could do this better, and I could do this for cheaper, which he did.
Nice.
It's funny, I've heard that from him, and from, I'm going to bring back Lewis from the Oxcast. Quote.
Oh, yeah.
If you see someone doing something, and you think, wow, this is shit, first of all, you're probably right, and second of all, you could probably do it better. If you think you can do it better, you often can. That is why Lewis started the Yogscast. Was that he saw like these WoW how-to videos and he thought they were shit and horribly made and garbage. So they did their own. He also had a friend that he thought was funny and he wanted him to be in videos, so he did that. All of the people he got into videos with him, like Sips, for example, Sips was just like their website manager for Yogs. He asked Sips, like, hey, do you want a channel? I'll make you one. Sips has talked about it before where he's like, someone asked him, why are you in logs? What benefits do you get? And he's like, well, the benefit I get from it is repaying someone who gave me my entire life and career and what I do now. I think that's pretty, fucking normal, right? I think he got mad at the guy who asked it. Like, what do you fucking think? I'm not gonna, like... my entire life I have now is because of Lewis and the Yogscast handing me a channel. Day one, I was successful because of my affiliation with them.
But yeah, it's a big deal.
Oh shit, yeah. But yeah, like, if you see something that's shit, you often can do better. So you should. So this guy was the same way. He made a business. He invited me just for lessons, and I think the day one I was there, he's like, you don't need lessons. You want to teach instead?
You want to help me?
Teacher. So then I was like 8th grade, starting in high school. He got me so involved. I was so out of my depth. He was asking me to like run parts of it and make lesson plans and shit. And I was like, I realized at the time I couldn't handle any of it. And I definitely failed some stuff. But imagine he saw me as like, not as maybe as somewhat of a protege. It's like, he'll be able to do this stuff because he did it. And I definitely could.
Right.
But I still tried, and we did lessons. I got very good at presenting because of that. I got very good at teaching, and especially with young kids, I had to handle young kids, how to get them motivated and interested.
Which is hard. And is a skill.
Presenting was the biggest thing. Learning how to present properly, how to convey yourself, asking the right questions, saying things like, don't ask, do you have any questions at the end of a presentation? Never do that.
Yeah.
Ask, what questions do you have? Because that assumes they have questions. It's a small mental thing, but it'll get more people to ask. The 90-10 principle, 90% of your focus should be on how you're presenting, not what you're saying. 10% of the time should be thinking about what you're actually saying, and that involves preparation. You should know it like the back of your hand, so you're more focused on how are you standing, what are you doing with your hands, that stuff. That's more important in the moment. There was a lot of very good lessons about how to do things and be effective communication. A lot of which stuck with me, even now, like at work. Not socially, because that's different, right? But being able to effectively convey an idea is something... Even at work, there are people who are much smarter than me, have no idea how to break things down in simpler terms. Or be polite.
That is so common. I feel like especially with people who work in tech, like it's hard for them to... Because you're so like logically oriented.
I'm good at that.
The social skills are hard.
I'm so good. I'm horrible at social, but I'm very good at breaking things down in layman's terms. It's also why I'm so determined to understand things. If I don't understand something, I'll ask them again. I'll be like, I want to know how this actually works.
Right. I mean, I think people are not only just afraid of looking stupid and asking questions, but also like sometimes the person that's explaining it is just not very good at explaining it.
Like that. They'll explain it way beyond my depth.
Right.
I won't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I'm not gonna. I won't get better unless I ask questions.
Right. That's
specific questions, deep questions. Fundamentally, how does this feature work? How does this entire thing in .NET work? I want to know. Right. How does this React concept work? How do they work together? Why do I use this? Why do I use this over that? Stuff like that. I ask specific questions to people who know, and they're willing to answer.
Right. And I mean, they like talking about it too. I mean, they're interested in it. That's why they know about it. You know. Absolutely,
because they're actual nerds who spend time looking up every new release and stuff of things. There's on the ocean floor. I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound scary, but it sounds like I'm just gonna die immediately.
Well, if you weren't scared of Subnautica, I doubt you were scared of the ocean.
What do you think would scare me?
I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what would scare you because you weren't scared of Subnautica, so I don't think there's anything else that could scare you. If I'm being honest.
Do you have thalassophobia?
No, I don't think so. I mean, unless that's like, I feel like it's a pretty rational fear to be afraid of the ocean. Like, if I'm swimming in deep water, I'll be fine. But like, if I'm just like,
disconcerting. I mean, it would be scary if I was actually in danger.
But you don't know if you're in danger.
There's a little bit of a fear and disconcerting if you're a little too far away. Like if you can barely see the shore anymore, which I've been out that far before.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I can't see very well. I just want to make sure I know which way is land. I mean, that's scary in a sense because if you can't find land, you will be dead. Like that.
was apt.
Most things
Well
they do are
timed.
apt. But like, yeah, you will be dead. But being in the ocean is not scary to me. I'm not afraid.
Well, you know that there's dangerous things in the ocean too. It's not
There's
like
dangerous things everywhere. There's dangerous things on a
No.
city street. Dungeon Guardian might. Don't recall if you've seen it. Might what?
Oh, we actually haven't seen the dungeon yet. It must be the left side.
Is there certain things that only spawn once in each world? Is that a
I
spoiler?
mean, not. I mean, some things, but
Like, are there
very
things you would expect
few
in every
things.
world, basically?
Yeah. There's like structures that spawn in every single part or every single world.
Would I keep going right? Or should I just head back to wherever you are?
I'm back home too. Like I just recalled
Oh,
because you died.
I see. Just following me around.
Yeah.
I guess I would like to go for the next boss if I can, but I don't even know how I would get started with that. I guess digging again. I want to get a better pick.
Better pick.
I don't even know what I need. I have iron right now. Platinum is better?
Well,
Is it-
platinum. It goes iron, silver, platinum is the tier of.
Platinum is a lot better.
Yeah, it's.
I feel like
2
historically I got
tiers.
way more platinum than I had ever gotten iron until recently.
Well, just depends on what level you were mining
Yeah, I
at,
took the
really.
second door because I'm the cool kid. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Do I need
Sorry.
nets outside of their window, their doors?
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a bad. It's like. Never mind.
You need to make worm food to make the next boss, which I think you can make out of that
Warm
rotten flesh.
food?
Worm, WORM.
Oh, it's like warm food. What am I eating? Cold
food.
food? Am I eating cold ramen?
You know those like corruptor guys that drop that rotting flesh, that rotten chunk that you just put in the chest?
I don't know what
that's
a
the guy
is, but I
that,
have seen some rotten flesh.
rotten flesh. Rotten chunks.
I can't do that accent at all.
Rotten.
I can't do any accent. I'm so bad at accents. I have a book on accents, and I'm still really bad, and it makes me sad. Not very glad.
Not glad. In fact, sad.
I don't know why. I'm just not good. It's hard. It's hard.
Can you roll your R's?
Yes. You want me to prove it?
Yes.
Arr.
Okay, yeah, you can.
Arigato.
Arigato.
You shouldn't roll your R's in Japanese. I just did that because it. Arubaite.
Perro means dog.
Pero.
I know that.
Pero. Pero. Pero means but. Pero.
With one R, yeah.
Más grande. What? What did you say? REM?
With one R. Pero.
Pero. Pero. You know you can roll your R once. You know what it's called?
Pero. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of something else. Never mind. Well, is it a tapped R? Maybe it is a tapped R. It's
sounds right.
For Scottish, or is it Scottish?
Oh,
Scottish
yes.
accent. They utilize a glottal stop, and they also do a tapped R. Bright. You just roll it once. Bright. The bright red. The bright red. The bright red color. That's a tapped R. It's just one roll. So not the full roll, but a single roll. Bright red. And they do glottal stops, which is when you stop the air in your throat.
Well,
Like butter.
butter.
Better.
Butter.
Better.
That accent is
Glottal.
always so crazy to me. It's like it's a straight up own language, really. It's
Can you not understand it? I'm very good at interpreting those accents. I love them. I
Really?
think they're really
No,
pretty.
I think they're fascinating, but I'm terrible.
I
at
think a
understanding
Scottish accent is so pretty. Irish too. I think both those are very pretty accents.
them. Irish. I think
People
Irish
talk
is
about like
probably
they like
superior.
French accents, and I think like why? They sound disgusting and
No.
phlegmy and gross. I don't see
I
how
don't
that's
like-
romantic
I
in the
don't like
slightest. Scottish. I love the Scottish accent. It's very pretty. It's very nice.
Scottish.
And Irish. Oh, I'm a little bit Irish. Oh, I'm a wee Irishman. It's very nice. It's
Irish.
very. I promise, they're not similar, but I still get them mixed up. I feel like I,
think
don't like
Irish
any
is
of the
very
holes we dug.
attractive.
What?
I think Irish is probably the most attractive out of all of those.
What accent?
Like, yeah, out of all those to me.
I should play. I know. I actually have a fucking
Fucking.
Gallbladder music. What is it?
Gallbladder
music? It's Scottish instrument. What is it? Bagpipes.
Oh,
I have a bagpipe song.
gallbladder instrument. Do people actually say that? Is that a real thing?
I'll play some bagpipe music. It's a very pretty song, actually. It's called Abide With Me.
Abide.
Everyone picture the rolling hills, the deep green valleys in Scotland. I think bagpipe is actually incredibly pretty when you take it seriously and you play it properly.
Yeah.
Something about the droning note underneath really puts like a something. I'm serious. I actually do think it's incredibly pretty. It's not just a mean joke instrument. And I think a lot of it has to do with the drone.
I don't think it. I mean, I find it pretty, but I find it kind of harsh. You know, it's a very like harsh and loud instrument.
Yes, it's in the right context of using it, but I think it can make some incredibly emotionally moving pieces, just on its own.
I believe that.
It's
one of those instruments where I don't usually hear it like played with other instruments. It really just sits on its own, you know.
What about like, a choir of bagpipes? That's just scary.
That sounds kind of haunting, like an organ almost. Like
grants the ability to swim. What the fuck?
You can swim.
You can swim if you want to. You can swim.
You can swim your friends behind. Because if your friends don't swim, and if they don't swim, well, they're no friends of mine.
They'll get left behind.
Men with they'll drown in the depths of.
How do I swim?
Brine. I don't know.
They'll get left in brine. How do I swim? What, do I have to do anything special?
You just press space.
Oh, I couldn't already do this? Like, jump. Oh, does it mean? Oh, it means I can't drown. Because I can always go back to the surface.
You can like tread water. It lets you
I can't
like
drown. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Can't drown.
Yeah.
I won't drown ever again.
Yes.
That's comedy. That's comedy. That's comedy, Matthew. Call me Matthew.
Comedy?
That's comedy, Matthew. You have to set up the joke that I can't drown. That way, when I actually do drown out of negligence, it'll be funny.
Yeah, you cannot drown. You will never drown again.
Unless I don't, then it's like Babe Ruth pointing at the you know, the edge of the field when he does a homer.
Well, that would also be a good outcome, I'd say, if you don't drown again.
Babe Ruth?
No, I mean if you don't drown again.
You know Babe Ruth? You know who he is?
I am aware of him.
Who is he?
He's the baseball guy. The baby, big baby.
The Bambino.
The Bambino. Yeah.
The great Bambino. You only drown in my sorrows. I don't even drown in my sorries because I don't drink. I just have to deal with my sorrows like a real man. Sad and alone.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do when you're sad. Like, what do I just kind of just sit around? There's not much. You can't do anything about it, so I just like sit in sadness.
You can call friends.
Yeah, but it's like late at night. I'm not gonna call my friends in the middle of the fucking night and be like, "Hey, man, I'm sad. I don't even know why."
You're probably still awake.
It's what at 1 in the morning. I'm like, I'm going to bed late. I probably went to bed late because I was like sad or lonely, so I was watching videos to stave off the loneliness or whatever. What people tend to do. And it's like, okay, it's late. I want to go to bed, but I'm like sad, so it's making it hard to go to bed. You'll wake. I don't know. I'll wake up the next morning being perfectly fine. I think it's more of a symptom of being up so late.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna wake up my friends, or just deal with it like a person who deals with their problems.
I also find that
it's not healthy, but it's
like,
just what it
if
is.
I don't take care of myself, I'm just like unhealthy. Like don't feel good. You know, like if I'm not like working out or if I'm not like outside much, I just like ugh.
I mean, that happens anyways. But like separate from that.
Oh.
Sometimes there's no good reason for it. Sometimes you have a day where I went outside and did stuff, and I come back and something triggers an affliction of the mind sickness.
Affliction of the mind.
What do you do? Nothing. You just deal with it, I guess, because you don't want to be a bother to people, and there's nothing.
Maybe that's part of being an adult. I don't know.
Not being a bother to people, bottling up your emotions and being lonely. Yeah, that is really adult.
Yeah, very manly.
Probably not. But at the same time, I do think it's not. I mean, what alternatives do you have? If I lived with people, maybe it'd be different, but your answer is you call friends to get them depressed too. Well, like I said, I want my friends to bother me more, but I can't really say that if I don't bother my friends more. You know,
I feel like I bother you a lot.
Do you?
I mean, I'm here right now, aren't I?
You don't bother me that much.
Okay, well, maybe I should try harder.
Nobody does, truthfully. Which is fair. I mean, it's just life. I think that's just how people interact these days.
That's life.
Some people used to see each other every day. And those are things built up by, like, media. Media is not real life. And these days, people don't have, like, the place or time to hang out like that. Like, it's not like friends. You're not meeting up in a normal place with a dedicated group anymore. There's, like, third spaces, you go home. And you chill and watch stuff on the internet.
But I also feel like that might just be, like, because of, like, our friend
because we're all sad, lonely nerds.
Yeah.
So we're just used to doing that instead of, like, hanging out with friends.
Yeah, I think
You're saying
that
normal
might be
people
it,
don't
actually.
do that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, they might, but maybe not as often or as.
I mean, if I
commonly.
didn't have hobbies, I could, like, I live close to you and all my friends. I could easily visit every day if I had the wherewithal.
That's true, but I probably wouldn't want you ever here every day.
Yeah, I figured that. I wouldn't want to be a bother.
Well,
have fun seeing the VOD. You're gonna watch the VOD? Good. That means I can talk shit about you, but you can't see it live, so you can't answer it. That's the secret.
you want to defend yourself through the comments.
Exactly. Some people leave nice comments. Some people, I don't even know why some people watch. It's very. I've gotten like 30 subscribers from my VOD channel in like the last week or two.
Wow.
Because of Deltarune and because of Terraria.
People like their niche. I mean, Terraria's not niche, and Deltarune's not niche, but they're like fan bases are strong. I guess. Yeah, dedicated is a better word, I guess.
Normally I wouldn't stream this wrong, but it is Friday. There's no work tomorrow, which is fair, and also I'm having fun, so.
No school.
I
kept working on this elevator on the right side. It's pretty much. Like
oh shit! I forgot
here.
I forgot where it was. I was like, I just went down the normal path under the house. We should board that up. Oh, it's this hole I keep jumping over. It's like,
yeah, that hole with the
why
ladder.
Is there a ditch here? I'm just gonna jump over it.
The rope doesn't go all the way down right now, and there's like a ton of lava, so we kind of need some bombs in order to get past the lava, and we're out of bombs because I used them all to get this far down.
Ow.
But if we make more houses, a guy who sells bombs should move in. What?
Feather falling?
Oh, you have a feather falling?
Yeah, I need feather falling, evidently.
There's a potion of feather falling. A potion.
Ah, fuck. Shit.
Potion setup.
You know what? Thinking about it now, I do think this game is fun, and it is a different from experience from Minecraft. I still think I would have liked Minecraft more in general.
Okay. I mean,
I could see myself putting I could see myself putting in, like, as a kid, 100 hours or whatever, getting really. And if I played as a kid, I probably would have gone into it even more. But I also think, in terms of my tastes in games, I might have liked Minecraft. I don't know.
I feel like this
I'm like a sappy, melancholic guy. And that fits the atmosphere of Minecraft.
Well, that's maybe true, yeah. I feel like it was a lot easier to get into Terraria earlier on, too, because there was just, like, less items. I like this lava fall we got going on.
I mean, I really can't say that for true, though, because the games I played as a kid, like Minecraft, were the ones that made my taste in games, right?
Yeah.
But logically speaking, of course I'm going to say I like Minecraft more, and of course my taste in games would be more fitting to a game that was influential to me. But no shit.
That makes sense. Oh, you're toast, dude.
Not yet. I didn't make toast. Why am I smelling burning toast?
Oh, you got 5 HP. You're good.
Do you know what it means when you smell burning toast? Are you aware of that?
Someone's smoking weed.
No.
Oh.
You really don't know?
What is it? I really don't know.
Just if you ever smell burning toast, get out of the house.
Why?
Trust me. If you ever smell burning toast, get the fuck out of wherever you're in.
Are you like there or something? Why would I leave?
In general, this is like a life tip. I mean, if you ever, I'm serious. I'm actually being serious. If you ever smell the smell of burning toast, and you're not like, you don't have, your lovely lady or whatever making toast for you, and she fucked it up, then leave. Get out of the house.
Is it gonna explode? Like, what's going on?
Carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oh.
Or is it that, or is it you're having a stroke? And one of the two.
Well, if I'm having a stroke, I probably.
Regardless, if you're smelling burning toast, you're not good, and you need help. And like, you need to get out of there and get help immediately. Basically, it is like a not good sign.
But I mean, but only if there's not actually burning toast in the.
Well, yes.
In the place.
Otherwise, you're having like a lovely breakfast morning. Presumably
Well,
made by another
maybe
person.
not if it's burnt, but you know.
I like burning toast. I don't like eating burning toast. I like burning it.
You just enjoy the smell of burnt toast.
I like burning stuff. Do you know how much do you know how often I burn things?
No.
Including myself. Not on purpose. Every time I feel like half the time I cook, I burn off all the hairs on the left side of my hand.
Why? Why do you do that?
Not on purpose.
Well, you should stop doing it.
Coincidence, because I get a little too close to the burner and my hairs start curling up.
But when you get better at it over time, like wouldn't you be better?
Well, it doesn't hurt me. There is no negative feedback. There's no like detriment of me doing it, except the little bits of my hair burn off. A mildly displeasing scent. That's about it. Well, it's not so much like you can't even see it. It's like just the tips. It kind of keeps it short.
Just the tips. That's how I like it.
Are you a psychopath? Nobody likes just the tips. There's no depth there, man.
Well, maybe that's. I mean. I don't know.
Are you not a depthful person? You got like, 2 inches in there to fill up. Jeez.
I was thinking about that line from Adventure Time where that cat
that I haven't seen
almost gets Finn's name right, and he goes, "Frank the human boy." And it's like, "How did you almost know my name?" The cat goes, "I have approximate knowledge of many subjects." And I think about that a lot. I like having approximate knowledge on many subjects.
That feels like a joke I've heard in a different context.
Really?
Somehow.
Well,
it's a joke of somebody magic trick of knowing someone's name but they don't know the right name or something. That rings like a really big bell.
Maybe they're inspired one or the other.
I almost wonder if it was like Bravest Warriors or something and it was also by Pendleton Ward.
That would also make sense.
That's something I watched as a kid, actually.
Bravest Warriors?
Yeah. I watched it when it was coming out.
I'm not familiar. You got melted.
Bravest Warriors was a show by Pendleton Ward.
I know the man.
Who made Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it? Or
I've seen it.
What it looked like. It was a weird lore show. I enjoyed it. I never I don't think I finished it, but I don't know if it was ever finished because it was like a more indie show. I think I ended up watching a lot of like indie cartoons at some point, like Bee and Puppy Cat before they remade it and put it on Netflix, which I also never watched.
Yeah, I didn't watch that either.
I watched the original Bee and Puppy Cat and it was great. It was all on like Cartoon Hangover, which was like a separate app for cartoons that weren't TV cartoons. I like I still have no use for magic whatsoever. I really felt like I would have gotten magic spells or like a staff or something.
You can craft staffs.
Demon Eye Banner. Platinum. Alright, let's get some platinum. I think I liked ordering people around. Out of context.
Okay.
In games and stuff, I think it's quite fun to just tell people what to do and see it done. Yeah, I have 156
What do you want me to do,
platinum.
boss?
I was going to ask you to make the platinum for me, but I already have it, so I'll do it. It's fine. Yeah, I do have like 200 platinum or whatever.
It's quite a lot. Good amount.
It's alright. Stop hanging out with the lady up there. Every time I see you, you're like right next to the dryad who's loosely clothed.
Well, I kind of like that, so.
I'll tell on you.
I don't think my fiance will mind.
She'll join in.
I think she knows.
And then I'll just be there like, oh god, what do I do now?
You'll look like a fool.
I already look like a fool.
It's maybe
what
true.
is that Tribe Called Quest song? Image of a Fool or what? God, what is it? I don't know if you know that song.
I'm not familiar.
You're not familiar with the Tribe?
When you try your best,
With have you never listened to Tribe Called Quest?
I don't think so.
Interesting. Do you know who they are?
No.
Have you ever heard of them in the slightest?
No.
Really?
No.
You know anything about hip hop in the slightest?
No.
Sure, at all.
No.
You do have gaps in your knowledge, don't you?
I have some approximate knowledge on many subjects.
I remember when I first listened to them, and I was talking to a friend. Obviously, I'm not a black person. That's quite obvious.
Yes.
I didn't grow up listening to a lot of artists I remember talking about it and bringing up this music to a friend of mine in high school. And to him, it was like, well, yeah, you fucking never heard of this band? Because he was the one. He's the one who got me into Tyler the Creator and got me into different, starting to get me into different music.
That's good.
But I remember that because it's like, yeah, you don't realize what kind of music you grew up listening to that other people did. Just different cultures and different families. My dad's talking about it. Like, he's mentioned him and his coworkers. They're like, yeah. He's talking about all the bands he knows, and he's like, how have you not heard of this rock band? And it's like, well, he didn't know. But then they list off a whole bunch of bands he doesn't know. Just different kinds of music that different people listen to.
It's interesting, isn't it?
But I've gotten into so many different kinds of music over the time that my approximate knowledge is very varied. But you should listen to A Tribe Called Quest.
Okay.
Check out the song I Left My Wallet in El Segundo. It's a fun one.
A Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah. They're incredibly famous. They are very huge. They're a hip-hop group. 1985 in Queens. Producer Q-Tip, Ali Shaheed Muhammad, Joe White. It's a pioneer of alternative hip-hop, merging jazz with hip-hop R&B. They were very, very influential. Their first album is fantastic. And this is like hip hop. They have good music, and they were like cool, good dudes. They had like good messages in their songs and stuff.
That's nice. I like that.
Not that matters. There's plenty of people with bad messages in the songs, and they're still bangers.
That's also true.
Like, if you ever listen to some of the older Tyler Creator songs, it's like, oh my fucking god. And that was on purpose. He was doing it to shock. That's the kind of person he was.
Yeah.
Related, but did you know that he had a show on Adult Swim?
He did?
Yeah.
What?
Loiter Squad.
Loiter
Squad? Him and his,
I don't know.
and it was live action skits. There's some
really?
I'm thinking of one in my head. There's some really funny ones.
Is it the birthday one off from that show? You know the birthday skit? It's like, you got my birthday gift on my birthday for my birthday present for my birthday gift?
It might be. The one I'm thinking of is like, there's like a Scared Straight ripoff, and there's a guy, the worst criminal you've ever seen, tugging on this guy's necklace, candy necklace he has. He's like, what do you got there? You got a necklace. What a necklace. And he's just slurring his speech. And it's really funny. There's dumb stuff like that. He was very, Tyler Creator was one of the guys who was like big with Adult Swim, like a lot of people. Hip hop was really big with Adult Swim. You know that like the Christmases used to be hosted by MF Doom.
That's cool.
They used to have like the entire day of Christmas, they'd have like segments of MF Doom saying like, we got another episode of Family Guy, and he's dressed up as Santa Claus drinking stuff.
That's funny.
It's weird, like weirdly, there's a really big influence of hip hop and hip hop culture with Adult Swim for whatever reason. I don't know about Adult Swim now, but it used to be like interesting, kind of cool. Like it wasn't I guess it was kind of alternative, like interesting. And what are we building here, by the way?
I don't know. I was doing my own thing.
I really thought you were gonna say fuck. I really thought you were like you weren't listening to me and you were just typing out fuck you.
Fuck you.
Well, you could put sucks right there. The whole light dugout is probably perfect for like
fun sucks.
Yeah.
Why would I do fun sucks?
Fun shit. What is this world
Fun
called?
shit.
Shithouse surprise? What did I say? What was it?
I don't remember. You made it up.
Cum dumpster supreme.
Not my job to remember.
My favorite Taco Bell order.
Hello.
Oh, you got a problem with the cum dumpster? See,
You know the guy who started the business. Order, dude.
You know the guy who started the business at 14? He was very funny. He used to put his like in high school. He put his like he'd clamp his hand down on my shoulder dramatically, look at me in the eye and say, "You are a cum dumpster. I dump my cum in you as straight faced as possible." I think that's where I first heard of the term. It always made me laugh. I don't know if that sounds funny out of context.
I know if a 14-year-old walked up to me and said, "You are a cum dumpster. I dump my."
Well, he was
cum
older
in
than me, but we were both in high school at the time.
Okay.
And you have to like. You don't just start with that, with talking to somebody. You do have, like,
No.
a lead-in to where you kind of figure out the kind of person they are and if that's acceptable or not.
Right, of course.
That's not something you just jump into.
Yes, true.
What the fuck? Can I shoot? My first thought was I kind of want to shoot that down and ruin your fun.
Why are you so... That's so not fun.
It's fun for me.
No, it's not fun. Look, look. Come here. Here, you give you the kite. You try it yourself. Look at that.
Good.
All right, fine. That's my kite. Fuck
Dig
you.
it.
I didn't want to give it to you anyway. Take my own kite.
It's yours.
Oh,
You deserve to have fun. I don't. I'm too mean.
No, that's not true. You're like the curator and pursuer of art and fun.
What does that even fucking mean?
You're like the fun guy, so I feel
I'm
like...
a fucking mushroom?
Oh, maybe. Watching a show called Apothecary Diaries. They had an episode about mushrooms. It's a very good show.
Cool tangent.
Yeah. Just didn't know if you're familiar with mushrooms and their various uses.
Yeah, I have heard of mushrooms before.
Yeah. Do you know what they do?
No.
There's a lot of different uses, actually.
I don't
Can
know
you
if
name, like, 3 of
mushroom in
them?
my life for mushrooms.
You don't know as much as that you said you did about mushrooms?
Oh, did you not hear the joke I said?
No, I didn't hear it at all.
That was a good joke, man.
Oh, sorry.
I can't believe you didn't hear it.
You're honestly kind of quiet in my ears.
There isn't mushroom in my life for mushrooms.
Oh, I get it now. Oh, yeah, I had to think about it for a little bit. Sorry.
You had to think about the joke where I say the word mushrooms twice?
Yes, I did. My fiance just like texted me and was like, "You're saying some crazy shit in that room." I think they might have heard the thing about the cum dumpster.
Is that weird?
I think it is that weird, actually.
Oh, I didn't realize. I got it. I'm sure I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe people who have watched me might know. I don't actually know if I've said anything dramatically bad or strange or weird, but I probably have.
No, just like I feel like calling someone a cum dumpster isn't so bad, but then like saying I dump my cum in you, that's very personal.
That's the
It's
point.
like you're not just any old cum dumpster.
You're his cum dumpster, yeah.
You are. Why are we going down this hole again? Why are you going down here? We made a whole different hole just for this.
I realize I must be very tired. I think I'm just going like I'm literally just like doing stuff. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing.
Like I'm blocking it off with cactus.
See,
and I'm
now I
going
do
down.
relate to Lewis when he just like, dude, I'm going up here.
Just recall. Do your
I'm
magic
already
mirror.
here.
Oh my god.
Just leave it.
You put it back. Oh my god.
Just leave it. It's fine.
Go get more
No, but now I
cactus.
think I can really relate to Lewis when he would go off on his own and just pretend to be a wizard and like just fuck around. I understand. I understand where he's at now.
You ever been like on like an RP server or RP game before, where
No, I'm
people
too
do
shy.
that? Too shy to do an RP server.
Even when I do stuff like VR chat, I'm oftentimes a little nervous about going in actual servers, and if I do, I never speak because I want to speak, and then I end up not because I'm like, how do I broach this subject? There's usually people already having conversations. Sometimes they're having like actually deep conversations, and then you don't want to butt in.
It's like the waiters at Waffle House, dude. You just talk to them and they just talk back, and then
Yeah, I
if they don't
understand
talk back, then leave.
I'm the
You never
most
see them again.
I'm such a fucking shy, precocious little wallflower, dude. I don't get it.
You know there are perks to being a wallflower.
I've never seen that movie. I don't care.
That was
Probably
pretty good.
Garbo. It's probably a mid-2000s indie schlock movie, like all the other 2000s indie schlock movies.
It was, but it was pretty good.
I'd probably enjoy it well enough.
Yeah, I mean it's a cute movie.
But no, I mean, I think I'd like RP. Not ERP, but just RP.
Well, we always still play Dungeons and Dragons. It's like the ultimate RP game. So
I'd have to get into it, and I have to not be shy about it.
you just play You stream Baldur's Gate first and get the
I'm not sure
hang of the
Gate.
basic mechanics.
I know the basic mechanics of D&D. I've
Okay,
sat in
well.
on D&D games before.
Well, then what's the problem?
What do you mean? Why haven't I played
What's the
D&D?
problem? Yeah, what's the problem?
Friends. And time.
Well,
You
got
need
plenty
people
of
who want to
that.
play D&D and have the time and the wherewithal to play D&D.
We got plenty of that. Well, do it right now.
Well,
Look.
now we do. Now I have more friends that are more inclined. Even in college, I was like, I kind of want to. You do it. Like how you're just name dropping people that we know. I try to be a little cagey about that.
Well,
Not that it matters. I don't know what people are gonna do. When I say someone's first name, they're gonna be like, I know that. I know
I know that
name.
one. That specific one.
But like, I try to be a little cagey. That's why I never say your name or other people's names in stream because I don't know.
No. Well, I don't know.
I divvy out my personal info all the fucking time. But
Well,
for other
I've
people,
been on the stream now. I feel like it's probably fine.
well, I've wanted other people. Even
Oh.
people who watch my stream, people who are interested, like playing Artists, I don't even know if Artists is here or not, but I was gonna, like, I know I wanted to play stuff with Artists once or twice with the multiplayer NSO stuff that I never ended up doing. I'll do it one day. There's certain things. I'm gonna talk about Zelda for a second. You've never played it. First of all, you've only played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
I've only played Tears.
Oh, that's right. You've never even played Breath of the Wild.
No.
Which I still think you.
I played Spirit Tracks.
If you need a time to play, I don't like Spirit Tracks. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Mediocre. If you want to replay Tears of the Kingdom one day, play Breath of the Wild. It is good and it is different, and you might enjoy aspects of it more. I don't know what it would be like to play that one first.
Well, I don't know.
I have questions to ask you about that actually, since you played Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
When you were exploring the world, did you actually feel like you were exploring the world, or was it more like, in this area there are caves, let me go to those caves? And then, you know, specific things in the world. Were you actually exploring, or were you just going to those places?
It depended on what stage of the game I was at. Like probably the first 50 hours I played the game, I was exploring. You know, I didn't actually know where I was going. I was just like wandering around, and I was like, oh, there's a thing right there. I'm gonna go there. There's a thing right there. I'm gonna go there. You know, I didn't really have any like intentionalness to where I was going. It felt like. So that was before you learned what the specific objectives are. Yeah, probably.
Or kind of in each area.
Yeah.
First of all, there is just less stuff to collect in Breath of the Wild. And there aren't caves, for example. It's only the top open world stuff, right?
Right.
However, I feel like I spent more time exploring the actual world in Breath of the Wild.
Well, it's also the second time you've been in that world, you know, as with Tears.
I know you're saying that, but Tears of the Kingdom feels more like a sandbox, where Breath of the Wild feels more like a world to me. Obviously, there's huge sandbox mechanics in Tears of the Kingdom that allow you to create things, but I feel like the world itself was de-incentivized. Now in areas, you want to go into the caves, or you want to go into the sky, or you want to go into the depths. The actual world itself, I feel like, was kind of de-incentivized a little bit.
I mean, that might have been intentional too, because if you're coming from playing Breath of the Wild, then you've already explored it.
Oh, sure. I mean, I can understand that, but I feel like it didn't feel as fun to explore. It did feel more like a checklist of things.
I don't know. I mean, I liked exploring the map. Because it was my first time in that world, so I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm wondering if you go back and play Breath of the Wild, if it would be
but
different. You didn't spend like 2 hours trying to scale a cliff wall, for example, and have a fond memory of that.
I'm sure I did. I definitely was like perusing and meandering and climbing up volcanoes. I probably shouldn't have been.
Because the world still felt fairly different to me. Oh god, fuck this fucking lava shit. Can we stop dying? Jeez.
We haven't done anything. We're supposed to be building houses, I think. I'm also like extremely tired. I had such a long week. I worked like all day Wednesday.
Yeah, are you okay about that? You don't have to share any details, but like, were you fine?
It was fine. I really wanted to get it done so I didn't have to think about it anymore.
So was there a deadline or something, or were you just wanting to work?
No, I mean, I didn't want to work, but I had like all my data set up, and I didn't want to like lose my environment, so I already had it all set up for me to just do it, and so it would have required a lot more like redundant work if I had done it later. So I'm glad I did work like that. It just was a lot, so I'm just taking it easy.
Fair enough. I just didn't know if it was something put on to you by someone else, or if that was your own doing.
No, it was my own. Usually when I work all afternoon, it's 99.9% my fault.
Well, you can still complain about it, but I do think that's more of like your own fault.
The situation that I was in wasn't my fault, and I felt inclined to do more because I was worried about it, and because I wanted to do a good job. If you didn't,
would you get the blame for it, for example?
No, probably not. But it also like it had been like a month already, and the customers were like waiting on it, so I was feeling the pressure from like that side of it, and so like my team wasn't so bad about it. I don't know. It's all like self-inflicted, I think, but it was also like
you're still obliged to complain about it. But I do think in a sense like that, you should just I like if I'm doing something, I'm like I might. It depends. There are been days where I stay up a little later, but I mean it helps that I have hobbies that are like more priority to me, like streaming.
I mean, I was like, I don't just not enjoy doing it too. Like I enjoy like getting in the roots of it and working on it. It's just.
There are times,
it's just,
when I feel that way, but I guess in that sense, I'm fine. Just like, okay, I'm done with work. If there's something emergency and pertinent, or shit's going down, then like, okay, I'm more inclined to be there and present. And that's more just a part of, that's the job. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes there will be occasionally things where that happens. But for the most part, it's like, no, I don't need to, I won't. I've made sure, and from the very start of me working, I needed a work-life balance. I knew that was going to be a problem, and I wanted that. I don't have my email on my phone, for example. I don't want excess contact that I don't need. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
It is not good for a lot of people have that problem, and I would rather nip that in the bud now than later.
Well, it's kind of hard because a lot of my team is in India too, so sometimes they'll ping me at like 1 a.m. or 10, 11 p.m. and it's like, I mean, they're just waiting on me. I'll just reply to them. I already see their message.
It's true. You don't. Again, that is still on you, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you shouldn't or haven't to, and it's a nice thing to do, but none of the stuff is stuff you have to do. And as long as you're doing good work and trying, I think it doesn't really matter in terms of work. Not that you're doing this stuff because you're worried about judgment from your boss. You're doing it because you want to, right?
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm not like being intentionally crunched. They're like, you need to work all afternoon on this. Like that's not what's happening, you know.
Which it's like the Ferris Bueller scenario. I don't know if you know what that means, but have you seen Ferris Bueller?
Not really.
Ferris Bueller's sister gets mad at Ferris for doing stuff and getting away with it. The question is posed to her, you know you could do these things too. And she's like, well, I get caught. So the guy goes, well, so you're angry at Ferris Bueller because he does this stuff and doesn't get caught. My mom had that problem with coworkers not doing as much work as she does. And she was like, that's frustrating. Because I put in more effort. Why don't they put in the same amount of effort? Because they don't have to and they don't want to. If your level of work and dynamic is completely up to you, but it is self-inflicted, but it's yours.
But I
you
do
are not
feel like I
to
get
do more than you do.
No, but
you're not angry at other people. You're doing it yourself. But like, if you get tired and it's stressful, you could just not do it.
Right, and I'm not required to do all the extra thing, but my company does reward me like for doing so. Like I still get like. Reward. Yeah, I probably would have.
That's like I was gonna say. I know there's a word, but I don't think that's why you're doing it.
No, that's true. I mean, it feels better that I'm like compensated in some way for it.
Should we recenter these fucking gaps?
Nah, I don't care.
Are you learning how disheveled my shit is?
Yeah. Like, also, this wood on the left side over here is not the right kind of wood. This stuff right here.
God damn it!
This is like normal wood, not the wand wood.
Don't worry, you can do this. I think a part of it, like, I just don't. Not that I don't care about work, but it is not much of a priority of me. Doing a good job is a priority of me, and I do put in time and effort. Of course, I do.
Yeah.
But work itself is not my main thing.
I wish I was more like that, honestly. I don't know. It's just it's something I need to train myself at. Yeah.
Do you have anything else that is aside from work?
That I like. What do you mean, like
hobby?
I mean, I play video games, but I don't know.
I guess, is that a hobby? Does that count as a hobby? Is that more important to you than work? I kind of feel like a hobby is something that you do. Like an activity, like almost like a creative activity. That's not necessarily true. Also, by the way, is this stuff grown? Does this stuff just happen naturally? This like these?
No, I've been placing it.
Oh, it looks nice.
See, like, look, I'm doing it right there.
I didn't know you could make leaf wall.
You buy this wall from the Dryad.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
No, but like I don't know. Like hobbies aren't only like active creative tasks, right? It can be anything. But I feel like it tends to be. People are like knitting or doing stuff or. I feel like life shouldn't be about work, right? So what should it be about?
I mean, I'm fulfilled by my work. I like what I do.
Well, then there's no problem, is there?
No, but it's just a lot. Like I was tired,
Did you feel happy about it? Were you satisfied afterwards?
No, because I didn't even get done with what I was doing, which is really what was the problem.
Get done, would you think this was a job well done? I can go to sleep proud or whatever.
Yeah, I would have.
Well, if your whole thing is working, fair enough. As long as it doesn't affect your actual like normal life with your coupling and all that, then I guess there's no real problem.
I missed the Terraria stream, and that was the thing I was most sad about. But that was it.
That's nothing.
No, it was something.
For me, work just isn't my main thing, so I don't really. Again, there's times when I've had to do things for work and I have to stay up late, and those are just part of my obligations, and I'm fine with that. And I want to clarify, I put effort into my work. I don't just not do shit.
No, I know.
I actually tend to try very hard because I feel like that's just a part of how I was raised, is to put effort into the stuff I do.
No, I mean, you just have a better work-life balance than I do. I think is all it is, really.
I just have shit to do. I want to like make shit, make games and music and stream and edit and stuff. Not that I expect any of this to go anywhere, but if it ever does, it'd be nice. I don't think I never liked the idea of working for people necessarily. I don't know if
I can get that. Cactus lamp.
That idea, and also just working forever for a person in a company just stresses me out.
Yeah, I don't plan on doing that. I would much rather teach. Is kind of where my eventual goal is, and maybe that goal is like in a year from now, maybe, or 10 years from now, maybe it's 20 years from now. I don't know.
Well, part of me wants to make something. If I ever do that.
Well, I feel fulfilled by like investing in the next generation. I feel like that's kind of like.
I'm inherently incredibly selfish. I don't care about people. Fuck them. Be stupid. I do care about that. There, more. I'm not going to bring in the world. I'm not bringing in the full world status right now. But more and more recently, I have been thinking about that.
Yeah.
Of what I can do, if there's anything I can do, what can I do today, these days, to do something?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, because I had a meeting with my director today, and we have a day off of work that you can take called a purpose day. As long as you like go and like help the community somewhere, you can get PTO for the day and just go do that instead. And I haven't done it the last 2 years I've been at my company, and I've been like,
day off to do something to help people, and you've not used it, man.
No, I know it's awful. When you say it like that, it sounds terrible. I know, I really should. I just haven't.
Yeah, I don't have that. I haven't done something like food bank or anything, or any volunteering. I used to do that a lot when I was younger. But not even that. I mean, like, the current situation in the world's kind of shit, and what can I do to do it? Whether it's something simple or something extreme.
Yeah.
There's a part of me was like, you know what if I just, like, I make a third political party and just run for that. Convince everybody it's the right thing to do.
Good luck.
Good luck. I would never do it. That's a terrible idea.
Well, that would be probably a fruitless endeavor, but still.
Well, my thought was, like, I can convince people to join it by telling them that we're not going to actually put in, like, any candidates for, like, the major elections, because they're not going to win anyways. Just vote for who you're going to vote for anyways. But support for us for all the smaller stuff. And eventually, once it gets big enough, then maybe do that. But, like, otherwise, you're just causing people to not vote for the people who actually have a chance, right?
Yeah, that's an interesting perspective.
Be explicit and be like, we know we don't have the votes to win this, so vote for this person instead and do the candidate you think is best, closest. It'd
be really cool if you could find like a bipartisan way of doing it too. Like that would be. I feel like that's kind of what we need. IMO.
Well, there's more that I think we just need to be able to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Bipartisan. That's a little different than just talking to people in different communities. Deep Southern South communities, talk to them and see what their actual problems are and deal with those.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like I'm not going to delve too deep into things, but there is definitely a comparison where maybe one side is very feckless and not doing much, but the other side is objectively like propagandizing. Maybe that's not. Maybe those aren't as comparable as each other. A little bit. That might be a little bit of a different story. It's hard to, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Regardless, there are many lost people. They're just forgotten about by society. Like a lot of people in the South. Think about anybody in the Appalachians who aren't getting their issues dealt with.
True.
They're just looking for people to blame because they've got dealt a shit hand. Anyone who tells them that these guys are the problem, and they'll listen, because what else have they got?
You're right.
All we need to do is talk to people. Be nice to people. Everybody deserves to be listened to.
I agree.
Can I say how much I love these emotes?
I think you did in the first stream.
Most people are good people. Deep down, I think, or have the capability for goodness.
I agree with that.
It's their environment shapes them. And too many people treat everybody as morally inferior to them. But I didn't mean to go so deep in this stream, but it's kind of, I mean, you you shouldn't anger and ostracize people from a cause you believe in. Even if you don't like them or what they support, being angry at them only makes you feel better. It doesn't actually do anything.
You're right. No, I completely.
There are many
100%
causes
agree.
where people feel righteous anger at things. And it's like, I appreciate, I can respect that, but that is not helpful in the slightest to your cause.
It's not productive.
And you're actually abjectly, intentionally ostracizing people from your cause.
Yeah.
Which is causing much more issues than they realize. If you want to get things done, be nice. Talk to people, listen to them, understand why they believe the way they believe. If you think you have the rational thought, people are still rational. You could convince them or understand them. And maybe
I mean, people think the way they do for a reason.
Yes.
Most of the time, you know.
People aren't
and
always
whether the
rational.
reason is good or not is something that you can talk about. That's discourse.
Nobody's born evil.
That's progress.
People are raised in an environment, and that influences them dramatically. How long is this stream? It's like fucking 3.5 hours. 15 minutes, and we'll quit, because then it'll be even 4.
Yeah, okay. I'm tired. I don't know if we're gonna do anything this next 15 minutes. We built some houses. That was productive. The house looks very good, actually. I'm kind of impressed with this. This is kind of sweet house.
You like my architectural style?
I like your architectural style. I'm gonna send you a screenshot of one of the bases I built like the other day, just to brag about it, I guess. But this is nice. I like this.
I'm just gonna flatten out the outside. Not do anything important, but digging. Dig a tunnel.
Digging is important.
I do fucking love these goldfish.
Dig the little ones that walk around.
What?
They're kind of waddlers, aren't they?
I am digging this fucking horribly, because my mouse keeps jittering a little bit. But then it's very uneven, and I don't want to pull up dirt to fill in the holes.
Diggy hole.
Reminds me, I might have to like... If I want to stream Deltarune tomorrow, I have to make a thumbnail for it before tomorrow.
Tomorrow? You go to tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What's wrong with saying tomorrow?
You said tomorrow.
You want me to say tomorrow? Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I say things a little weird, don't I?
Tomorrow. A little British.
I am like a fucking Tiaboo, a little bit. You ever heard that term?
No, but I understand what it means.
I mean, I was talking about fucking like Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant the other day.
I find Ricky Gervais very abrasive and kind of obnoxious.
I know, but I still recommend that podcast because he's not the funny part about it.
Okay, well.
Did I tell you the context about it? Maybe I had a mental conversation with you when I was in the shower. I do that with people.
You said it.
I have mental conversations with people that aren't real, that I know often.
Well, I'm real, so yeah.
Well, you're not there. The mental version of you in my head. The license teleports away to the cat delivery service.
The zoologist is a furry right here with big breasts, and you can buy cats from her.
Why did you have to specify that?
Well, I mean, look at her. Becca. Damn.
Anyways. No, the Ricky Gervais podcast started. He did a radio show. Him and Stephen Merchant would do stuff. His producer on the show, they were talking to him, and they found out he was the fucking most insane, strangest person they've ever met in their life.
Oh, is this the one where they just like put him in weird situations?
That's the TV show they made, Idiot Abroad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw like the one where he was like... Okay, I saw the one where he was like in the African tribe where they just like jump off and then the rope catches them at the last moment. And then...
Because he's someone who doesn't want to leave his town. He's so solidly not interested in the rest of the world at all and thinks it's all a bit weird, as he would say. So the kind of
he's so funny.
And he's very legitimate about it. So kind of the premise of the show is these two guys, Stephen Merchant and Ricky Gervais, just letting him exist for humor.
Right. I mean,
it's some of the stories he tells and the things he believes. They have a segment called Monkey News because this guy believes everything he reads. He reads monkey-related news and believes it.
Gosh,
like they sent a monkey up in a rocket and they got him to like, press buttons by having like a dispenser that puts out a little monkey banana treat to get him to do stuff. And he's like, I'm not joking when I say it is the fucking funniest stuff. Like I listen to it and I can't stop like laughing out loud legitimately.
That's
and
awesome.
I don't laugh out loud sincerely very much. I would say just listen to the first episode and see if you like it.
Is it on Spotify?
On fucking YouTube.
Fucking YouTube.
And you like Stephen Merchant, he was Wheatley.
Yeah, I love him.
He's very funny. He's the second part of the show.
Yeah.
And then they have like, he goes on a trip and he keeps a small diary, and they read excerpts from it, and his observations of the world are the fucking. He's just a guy. He's just a normal guy, but he's not. And it's incredibly funny.
The Ricky Gervais show. There's only like 13 episodes. Does that sound right?
There's a couple seasons, I think, but there's actually not that many.
Oh, okay. Well, this one was like uploaded to YouTube very recently. I don't know if this
probably not. They did like animations of it because they got so popular.
I mean, the About mentions it was like 2005. I think this is just a
one of the very
re-upload of the
first
same
podcasts.
thing. Yeah.
Like this is one of the podcasts that got like popular online first. This was probably before like Apple Podcasts and things of that nature.
Wow.
So I'm looking it up online because I have a fucking like.
I'm looking it up online.
Are you making fun of the way I speak?
Yeah, I am.
Normally,
like
I'd be the one slurring my speech right now. It's a miracle that I'm not, because I am actually very tired.
Excuse me.
He's dying on stream.
I'm dying. Bing bong. Bing bong.
I don't know if I'm actually funnier on stream or if I am just meaner when people are around. Ricky.
I don't find you particularly mean. If it makes you feel
particularly funny?
I think you're funny.
Here you go. Here I found it.
If you need that ego boost, then I can give it to you.
Let me link the playlist. Why did I type in dad into the chat? I shared chat with you. There's only one message. It's unsent. It's just dad.
I don't know. I mean, you didn't send it.
I won't. Here we go.
Dad.
Now it's a link.
Yeah, that's it.
All right,
Dad.
let's get out. You gotta go to sleep, and I gotta not go to sleep. Even though I'm exhausted, I still won't go to sleep.
I was gonna play Persona.
I'll still stay up for like 2 hours.
We streamed a long time.
It's only 4 hours.
Well.
It goes much quicker with friends.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, this was good. I feel like we fought a boss today.
Yeah. The Eye of Cthulhu. It's a big deal.
Again, this is still me learning how this game works. I feel like I've gotten into the flow of the game now. You kind of just dig, you walk around, you find stuff, and certain things will lead to you fighting bosses, which I guess eventually leads somewhere. Yeah. I'm still a little vague on the whole. I understand like what to do, but it doesn't feel super specific, and it doesn't have to.
Yeah, I mean, there are specific things you can do.
Minecraft's not any better, but
the game knowledge is a big deal of it, because like the order of which you fight the bosses is kind of a big deal. Usually, like that's something that you would look up. It's like, what order should I fight the bosses in? And that kind of like guides your playthrough usually.
Well, I almost
like, oh, I know.
Yeah, I
know what crafting materials I need to make the boss summons, and I know what to do in order to do that. So
I guess without it, I feel like I'm aimlessly digging, walking around.
Well, you go further out and you go further down, and you'll find things.
That's fair. I mean, it's not aimless though, because you might find new things. Again, this is the exact same as the flow of Junk Jack. Imagine I stream Junk Jack and I love it more than Terraria.
Well, that's your opinion, bro.
I'm gonna get you to play it one day, and you'll be like, "Wow, this is so good. This is amazing.
This is so much better."
It was a good stream. I'm glad you stuck around, Aris. Hopefully your 14 has been going well. Final Fantasy 14.
True fan.
Weird. I feel like I would like Final Fantasy 14, but I'm still weirdly more interested in WoW in some way respect for its historical nature.
World of.
Oh, Junk Jack was released in 2011.
2011.
So actually around the same November. When did Terraria come out? Wait, I got to do some investigation.
2013.
No, Terraria came out also 2011. That's why I was like, which one came out first?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Terraria came out May 16th, 2011. Junk Jack came out in November 7th, 2011.
Oh, 6 months later. Stole it. 5 months later.
Actually, I don't think, according to them, they were inspired. Sorry, I'm looking up something right now. They were inspired by Minecraft. The pair met on multiplayer in Minecraft and decided to collaborate on a similar game for the iPhone. At that point, there were no iOS sandbox games. It was iPhone first. That's where I played it. It wasn't ported to anything else.
Oh.
It is incredibly similar to Terraria.
The screenshot.
I remember I genuinely had a lot of fun with it. I think a part of it was because it was fucking free.
It looks good. I mean, it looks fun.
Like look, like there was like this style of housing. It was very block based. There were actual squares, which makes sense. There was a guidebook and there was a map. There were like a lot of like you had a lot of progression.
Armor stands and
yeah, there was actually a lot of progression in the game.
Fish tanks, damn.
This was my Terraria. It even came out at the exact same fucking time. That's crazy. I gotta buy this and play this, just to demonstrate. It would have been Junk Jack. Oh, that's right. You would fight enemies and they would drop crafting recipes. I really liked that feature a lot because you would like that's how you would learn stuff. I was so excited to get a new crafting recipe because it would be something new I could make.
Oh, they have the Minecraft crafting too, don't they?
Yep. That was a really I actually like that idea of like you find recipes by killing things and like exploring or maybe in a chest and it would kind of give you more to do. There were mobs. Yeah, there was a lot of it. It was a lot more Minecraft like, obviously.
Yeah.
Where you had sheep that you could shear and things of that nature. But there was also just 1,000% more items and stuff to do. It was a weird mix. It was kind of a mix of Minecraft and Terraria.
Are there bosses?
There were bombs. There were bigger bombs, sticky bombs, a worm sword. There might have been. I don't remember now.
Huh.
You can make meatballs and cheese.
Food.
It's like modded Minecraft.
Yeah, it seems. God, there's so much food. Damn.
Yep. God, now this is bringing back a lot of stuff. I remember getting like flint and there's a lot of decoration stuff you can do. Ooh, a bottomless chest. There must have been because there's all these rare drops and things. I don't think there was a story though. I think it was you just do stuff. There might be bosses.
Not really a story to Terraria, so.
Treasures, purchases, breeding. I love the breeding section.
Breeding.
This is retro. They have a newer one which has like even more stuff.
Oh yeah.
Encrusting.
God, like twice as many categories.
Yep.
You get pets.
I'd play the original because that's what I'm nostalgic for. That's right. You could enchant by putting gems onto your metal types: iron, copper, silver, gold, mithril, and anthium. And you could add stuff to it to make it better. I don't think there was bosses at a point, but God, this was actually really fun. Now thinking about it, this is like unlocking memories of a childhood again.
Oh, this is wonderful.
See, it's not just a Terraria ripoff. It's actually something. It's its own thing.
No, absolutely.
Maybe I'll make you play that instead.
That'd be fun.
I think they can hear you. They can't hear you anymore because I don't have that thing on this, which is good. They don't need to hear you anymore. It's just me. Thanks everybody for watching. It was a fun stream. I think. I hope people liked it. I had a fun time, and I like having friends and having them on the stream in sometimes. So regardless of how people feel, I'm sure I'll do it again. But hopefully people liked it. Regardless, it was very fun. It was a good stream. I enjoyed it. If I feel up to it, I'll do Deltarune tomorrow, and if not, I'll probably do it Sunday. That'll be chapter 2. I want to do the whole thing in one stream, so it might be a long one. That'll be good. Other than that, it was nice. Because if it's not fun, why bother?
He said the thing. He said the thing. He said the thing.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks.
Good
Goodbye.
night, I'm gonna type in chat.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.